You live to fight another day, Padres fans. Holy cow. That was incredible. What an incredible day yesterday. Just electric, elite, and we are alive. The San Diego Padres were alive. I was hopeful, as I said yesterday. I was not faithful. I was very, very hopeful, and they delivered yesterday. Don't know that I'm any more faithful today, but my hope is brimming. Welcome in. It's Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Great to be here with all you guys. I'm Woodsy. To my right is Paul Reindl. He's the executive producer of the program. Paulie and I arrived today at the same time. I in my car and him on his scooter. I got out of my car. I hear bring, bring, and I died laughing.
We just started giggling.
You have to be careful
crying.
because all the lights are out at the Odyssey.
What is happening
Studios,
down
at
there?
least outdoors.
Yes.
So you could have run over Paulie and killed him.
In a
which was
second.
terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, like you're not even joking. Like there were no lights on downstairs. So
Good thing my scooter's got a nice headlight.
that's true. And Paulie and a bell to warn me.
Yes.
So as I pull up, he rides a bring, bring. And I go, what's going on? And what? It's so weird. He goes, is the power out? And I go, first thing I thought is, if that elevator's down, I'm going home. I'm just going to go home. I'm not. Paulie has this big scooter. He would have to walk it up 6 flights of stairs. To my left is Benjamin Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. Benjamin, great seeing you yesterday. Great seeing you as well, Paulie, out at Park 101. What a fantastic place.
That's
one
the
of the
best scenes, best events I think we've ever had with 97.3 The Fan. No offense to any other events. They've been great. But that one, fueled, of course, by an electric Padres win, was about as good as it gets. And what a great venue up there in Carlsbad.
Somebody DM'd me yesterday. He goes, hey, man, I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but have the Padres ever won a game when 97.3 The Fan does a watch party? And I wrote, I don't know, but I think you're on to something. And he goes, it may just be me, so I'm not coming today. And I said, okay, good idea. And they won. So I wrote back, I go, well, we got one. He goes, yeah, I think it's me.
We haven't done too many. They lost when we went to Moneyline earlier this year to watch the Dodgers game. They lost the playoff game.
Ale Smith.
When we went to the Leucadian.
The
Did
Leucadian?
our event. And
I barely remember that
one.
game.
Yeah, so this is a rare victory, and it was sweet.
Remember, we were at a spot in Little Italy, Little India.
Oh!
That was right before.
There he is.
That was. What was the series? It was 1-1 heading back to Philly in 2022.
Yeah,
and
we lost that.
It was a Friday morning, and we're like, all right, what's it going to look like on Monday? It wasn't even a thought that they would win 3 straight games, and we would come back on Monday, and the season would be over.
Speaking of Ale Smith, they gave me this yesterday, and I think I drove some people crazy. And I said, I'm the last guy you want to give this to. And he goes, no, take it, dude. I brought it for you because he knew I would. I rang this thing 7,000 times yesterday. And I think I picked my spots very well. I did. I think, 3-2 Miller and strikeout, it was great. So this is now, I'm carrying that with me.
Sevens 1904 says, how about 7 Mile opening day in Korea? Lost.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Lost the opener. Man, it was let me tell you. So I was thinking about this driving home, and I got, I was very, not emotional, but it was like reflecting. And I went, dude, you've been doing this for 15 years. You've done dozens upon dozens, if not 100 some odd remotes, right? Remote broadcast, remote appearances. I've been to every type of business you could imagine. I've been to every bar. I've been to nightclubs. I've been to oil change places. I've been to cable companies. I've been everywhere. Standing out front, table, registering people to sign up, grabbing the mic, doing, hey, thanks for coming. I've done it for 15 years. The thing that's been the most fascinating part about Ben and Woods, this experience, is that every time we have one of these, sure, man, you'll see the same 30, 40 people, right? That are you can book an appearance. I got 30 of the same people coming, and I know I'm going to see them today. What surprised me was yesterday, all the new faces, people I'd never met before, people that had never come to an appearance, people that were like, bro, I listen every day. of all ages. I mean, there was a 70-year-old guy that like leaned in and told me the nicest things about our show and how much he appreciates it. There was like a 10-year-old kid that wanted to get a picture with us. Like, it just was really special. I'm like, I haven't met like so many of our listeners, and it just blew my mind that there were so many. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And it just kind of struck me as like, because look, back in the day when I would do standard appearances at like a Dave & Buster's on a Tuesday night, standard, it would be 14 people, and I'd see them every week. They would come every week. We'd do the basketball hoop challenge or whatever. But there was nobody else ever. We're having these events. People are coming out of the woodwork to come say hello. And it just makes my heart swell. It was so cool. The people at Park 101 were spectacular. The owner, Rob, was like the nicest dude, huge tier 1. The food was unbelievably great. Unbelievably great. Who had the pulled pork? Because I did. Did you eat the pulled pork?
Yeah.
Dude, it's legit. Absolutely legit. So I had the pulled pork sandwich. We had some nachos.
I was too nervous to eat. I just didn't. I couldn't do it. The game had started.
A little bit of the pretzel.
I didn't want to be distracted.
Love a giant pretzel.
I had some of the pretzel, though. That was good.
The servers were great. Like everyone was just in a really good mood. Now the score obviously helps and all that. But so here's the funny thing. So as you know, we work at a radio station. It's really hard to plan ahead during the playoffs. It's really, really, it's difficult for news stations. It's difficult for anyone, We
didn't know what time today's game was until like 9 p.m.
At work yesterday at Channel 10. Had to explain 30 times when the game might be today as they were trying to make their plans. Because it could have been on Channel 10. It's not going to be. It's going to be on ESPN at 2 o'clock. But I had to explain to all my bosses, all my coworkers, what the different contingency plans were going to be for today. It was very confusing.
It's very confusing. So I was so like I was buzzing after the win. And you know what else, guys? I realized I don't like watching games at home by myself. It's not healthy. I actually had a really, really great time watching it amongst friends yesterday, watching it with you guys, watching it with my buddy Craig that went to England with me. He showed up, watching it with the tier 1s. I was like, did I just grow? I think I just grew today as a 50-year-old man. I just grew. I went, no, I like this. So and I promise you, this has nothing to do with superstition, even though I'm literally wearing the exact same clothes I wore yesterday, including underwear. I did everything's washed.
Okay.
But I'm wearing the exact same
on purpose
clothing. Yes.
But you don't believe in superstition.
I believe in repeating things when good things happen.
Consistent behavior.
Consistent. So I have my Buck Fonting shirt on. I yesterday wore very, very special underwear that are lucky. Check these out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Leopard print?
Busted those out yesterday. And I have them on again today. They were clean. Hannah washed them. This has nothing to do with superstition, but guess where I'm watching the game later?
Are you going back?
I have decided. Now, there's many reasons for this. The main reason is that my wife and I, who have a shared love and passion of the San Diego Padres, have not been able to watch one single solitary pitch together. Not one of the Padres game. So I was telling her all about Park 101. I go, is it crazy? I go, we've got a sitter today because they're not coming. I'll tell you that. We got a sitter today. Let's go to Park 101. The food's amazing. They're so great. Such a great place. She's like, I'm in. So we're going to go down to Park 101 again and go watch the game. So if anybody wants to join us, join us. We'll be there. I can't wait. I'll be in my leopard print underwear and my Buck Fonting shirt. And yeah.
Paulie, you need to call Buddy Black, get him in studio at 8 o'clock for an hour right away.
Get your ass down here.
Honestly, I bet he'd do it.
I bet he would too.
I think we were all texting with Bud Black yesterday at one point or another. He loved it. And I'm like, bro, you can do this anytime you want. That was a blast. An hour was not enough time.
It went by like that. He was a total G. So nice to meet him, dude. And to have a guy that has done it, at the highest level in all sorts of, different capacities, come in and school you a little bit was great. It was great. So really enjoyed that yesterday. It was a fun day all around. It's exhausting though. It is exhausting, man. Those games it feels like this week has dragged it feels like we're on day 8 of the week. I mean, it is just nuts how much these games take out of you.
So because I did not take advantage of the food, the delicious looking food at Park 101, and I had to get back to Channel 10 for post-game coverage, I didn't eat. Knew that was a mistake because then I was very hungry after the game, but there's no food at Channel 10 except they had like a party for like the monthly birthdays party, like The Office. It was October, first Wednesday in October. So they had some snacks in the break room. I had my first ever, and I'm an adult man at 49 now. I had my first ever flaming hot Cheeto yesterday. What do you think? Not for you? It wasn't bad. I'm not a Cheetos fan necessarily, but
I love the regulars.
I thought the flaming hot had a nice little tang and zing to it.
They're not for me.
They're not for you guys either.
I don't like super.
Some people are obsessed with them.
Yeah,
I mean, I think you either love them or hate them.
I only had like a couple just to try it, but it's the first one I've ever had in my life.
They give me PTSD.
Really?
Yeah, because I ate them when I was incarcerated for a short time. So I shan't be eating them. I can't even look at the bag to be honest. And ramen noodles I haven't had since. But you would pour it in there and eat it, and I can't do it, dude. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you that you got to try one, but you've really just thrown me into a loop. I'm thinking about it now. You call my therapist.
I'm glad my first experience came as a free man.
Yes. Now it probably would have changed things for me. My kids like those Takis. Have you tried
those? Are good. Takis, yeah. I haven't tried those either.
They look to me like heartburn on a chip is what it looks like when they take them out and they got the dust all. I look at it, my throat starts to close up, but. Yeah, man. So so that's what you had yesterday.
I had a handful of flaming hot Cheetos.
You could have had the most delicious meal at Park 101. Delicious.
I was regretting
I'm
that
so
later.
surprised because you love.
No. I got some flaming hot Cheetos in about an hour.
I was free
nervous
food,
and they were it was hot. I was sitting in the sun, and they were taking orders, and I just no, I'm just gonna watch the game. And I decided not to order anything. It was a mistake. It was. I'll have to go back and try the food because it all looked so good.
It was outstanding. It was outstanding. So what a fantastic day. Thank you again to all the tier ones that came out. Thank you to our friends at Park 101. You guys knocked it out of the park. You knocked it out of the Park 101.
101, yeah.
It was so much fun. It was great. I didn't have any trouble parking. I parked a couple blocks away, but free parking on the street. It was legit. You walk outside, you're like, oh, hello, ocean. I mean, it was just like, this is my life. We live here. Like, this is unbelievable.
When I was walking back to my car, I looked over to my right, and there's just blue ocean.
I was like, this is the best thing ever. After a win.
God, it's a great day.
Not that it's a competition, but there was the official watch party at Gallagher Square, which we covered. And there were a lot of people there, and it was exciting. I kind of like the vibe at Park 101. I felt like we kind of had it beat up in North County compared to down at the park. We'll see. They're doing another Gallagher Square watch party today at 2 o'clock. If you're interested, hosted by the Padres, $5 admission goes to the Padres Foundation, but they will be doing that again today.
Yeah, I mean, it was just great, dude. It was great. I loved every second of it. Came home and had about an hour, and then we had baseball practice last night, which was a lot of fun, and then home to watch the playoffs. Got to watch the end of the Yankees Red Sox series and then watch the Dodgers wrap up their scrimmage with the Cincinnati Reds. Just their little, it's their little warm up, little tune up to get ready for the Phillies. Very much looking forward to that series. Go Phillies. Hey, do you think it'd be possible?
I just want that series to be as brutally long,
7
and painful.
No, it's 5.
But just like an agonizing, like 4 extra inning games, and just let those guys beat up on each other for as long as possible.
Yeah, for sure. I do too. Paulie, remember when we were in Philly and Ben? Number one, we had the time of our lives. One of the best cities I've ever been to. Some of the best food that I've ever had in my entire life. I fantasize sexually about the cheesesteak that we had. Sexually. When I say it, not like, ooh, I would like to have it. I fantasize sexually about it. Both of them that we had.
Adam had one at Park 101 yesterday, and he offered me some, and I go, I can't do cheesesteaks
You're ruined
unless I'm in Philadelphia.
It's like your first girlfriend was Elle McPherson, and you're like, no, like you got nowhere to go but down. It's true. Like, what do you do after that? There's the best thing I've ever had. So we loved Philly so much. But remember that Uber driver that we met that was like, Philly Mike. Do we have his number? Because I would like to have him be a correspondent of some sort during that series, if it's possible. He was the greatest of all time Uber driver.
Go heavy on your gas pedal in the middle of the city there, bro.
How's your morning?
Bunch of idiots like that.
The best part of that part of the story is that we almost died about 3 seconds before I started rolling there.
Yeah.
That's the first part of the clip. Him going, well, heavy on your gas pedal there, bro. Like, we got into the car. I remember I was on the left side right behind the driver, behind Philly Mike. And he starts to pull off this curb, and a red Tesla comes flying down this alley at about 80 miles an hour.
Like a cobblestone alley, mind you.
It was built in 1750
by Ben Franklin.
And he just slams on the brake, and we're like,
Yo!
I mean, we have barely been in the car. And he's like,
Go heavy on your gas pedal in the middle of the city there, bro.
How's your morning?
Bunch of idiots like that. Other than that, not too bad.
Good. Is this the full-time gig or is this side?
Yeah, this is
side
full-time.
Gig? Full-time gig? Nice.
And then you add in the friends that go, oh, well, he does Lyft and Uber. That means he's got nothing but time.
That's right.
And he drives. Come get me.
Yeah, that's what friends are for, huh? You Phillies fan?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we're going to the game tonight.
Nice.
We're from San Diego. We're Padres fans, but
Oh, I am sorry for all your losses.
a lot of them.
I mean, I'm sorry. Have they really had anybody except Juan Soto since the era of
Soto?
Machado,
Yeah, man, he's
All right.
Tatis,
Fernando.
Merrill.
I mean, a couple. All right.
All right.
I'll give you a couple.
Very knowledgeable.
I mean, Machado almost came here.
He almost
We like
did.
Schwarber.
We love Schwarber.
We like a lot of
We like a lot of the Phillies.
I mean, listen, there is nothing like watching a Schwarbomb.
No.
All right? There is nothing like
I have him.
Although
I
I am
check
a little
it in
bit
every
worried
day.
in
I don't
regards
know how
to
you
one
find him
individual
again,
on the
but-
team, because how the did Castellanos get almost outrun by the catcher?
That was pretty amazing. That was a pretty
That
amazing
was
play.
funny as
That was great.
watching Realmuto on Castellanos' ass.
Yes.
Like,
Bam
you see them
Margera driving
rounding
us.
third, and you can almost hear Realmuto going, move!
I loved him. How do we track him down? You got to go to your Uber, find his number, which I think you can.
I don't know how that works after the drive.
After the drive. Well,
Like,
see if you can dig him up.
Hmm.
And if not, we got to find somebody from Philly. We have to find somebody from Philly like that. It was so good. We tipped him so well. We gave him 5 stars. It was elite, but it was great. It was great. We got to have a Philly correspondent because this show will be actively rooting for the Philadelphia Phillies.
And hopefully a meeting later on between the Padres and the Phillies. But of course, Padres have got to get through
One more game here.
today first. It's going to be a wild one. We'll set the menu for the program today. Looking forward to it. Should be a good 4 hours. Let's check traffic with Kelly and get started here with Ben and Woods and Paul on a Thursday morning on #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Well, anyone heading westbound King Freeway anywhere near Kelton is going to pull off the roadway and find the nearest Jack in the Box because we got a traffic alert for this rollover crash. Westbound King Freeway at Kelton. Middle lanes are blocked. Also, a stalled pickup truck in North County, southbound 15, just before Rancho Bernardo Road. Looks like that is in the fast lane. Your hunt for the perfect breakfast sandwich is over. Jack in the Box's sourdough scramblers, starting at $3.49, come with toasted sourdough, scrambled eggs, melty cheese, and your choice of hickory smoked bacon or grilled sausage. Ooh, do I have to choose? Can I get both? Might have to order 2. Then does you one better by being available all day. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Thank you, Kelly. First half of the show this morning, of course, will be devoted toward yesterday's game. Our thoughts, we'll start with our Padres Wrap-Up. You'll hear Jesse and Tony's highlights, including Manny Machado's 2-run home run in the 5th inning. I've got the Manny lean back on my shirt today. Feels really good for Manny to come through
Huge.
in a big moment.
Huge.
And we will talk all about the game. The bullpen performance, absolutely electric. That is coming up next. We will also have postseason Sammy. Sam Levitt will join us from Chicago on the early side today at 7:35, so we'll get his thoughts on last night's game and today's matchup. Darvish against Jamison Tyone. Again, 2:08 the start time here on 97.3 The Fan and on the Odyssey app. Televised instead of ABC, it moves over to ESPN today, and the ESPN app.
I'm gonna miss seeing you.
I know.
Little promo.
We were
Everyone
kind of bummed.
when you left.
If the Reds had won last night,
Yeah.
it would have been again on ABC at noon. But because the Dodgers closed out the series, we got bumped back a couple of hours to ESPN.
Dodgers get you again. is
Dodgers
what
got
you're
me
saying.
again. Yeah, we were all cheering for the Reds last night.
You had to leave a little early to go to Channel 10, so you literally Irish goodbye to everybody,
I
which
did.
I'm very proud of you. That's my move. You Irish goodbye, and then every time you would pop on the screen, everyone would go, "Yeah, baby!"
Not here
Everyone,
anymore.
yeah! That's so good.
Second half of the program, we'll focus maybe on the whole baseball postseason, including a visit from Eno Sarris from The Athletic, some smart baseball coming up at 8:35, and we'll have a somewhat normal show as well today.
I think so.
Don't Do This, Real or Fake on a Throwback Thursday, still trying to qualify listeners for the trip for the Eagles at the Sphere in Las Vegas, a Reindl Report as well. We also have some tickets to give away. Tomorrow night's game at Snapdragon Stadium, the Aztecs opening Mountain West play, will give you a chance to win some Colorado State, San Diego State football tickets, and some more basketball preseason tickets for the Nuggets Timberwolves game this weekend at Pechanga Arena. So that's what we've got going until 10 o'clock today, but I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get to our first break, and then we'll come right back, get you the highlights, and start discussing a legendary 3-0 win for your San Diego Padres yesterday at Wrigley Field in Chicago. It is all coming up next. Glad to have you with us, Tier 1s. What a day. Ben Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
Meanwhile, we get to talk about 7 Mile. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I don't know why I turned the mic on to sneeze. Sorry about that.
6:23 in the morning. One of the great things about 7 Mile Casino, it's one of San Diego's few 24/7 options. I love saying when we get to talk about it this early, a lot of people work the overnight shift. First responders, you work in whatever, in an emergency room somewhere. You need to unwind for a couple of hours after a tough shift. You can go in the morning and play some California style blackjack, Texas Hold'em poker. You can even have a meal on the 24/7 players menu at Sammy's. It's a great 24/7 option in San Diego.
Yeah, they got California style blackjack to sit down and play as well. Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, Baccarat as well. Smoke-free environment. Best part, guys, just 7 minutes from downtown. So do yourself a favor. It's a great place to go chill. Great place to have lunch, dinner, whatever. They got a great view of the bay. So check it out for yourself. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, here's your two options. Hop on like the 94. You go east for about 30 minutes, and then you go on the back roads through Fire Country. Another 15, 20 minutes. You pull into a parking garage. You walk about 15 minutes through a smoky slot machine-filled casino, or hop on the 5, get off at E. You're already on Bay Boulevard. It's right there off the freeway, right on the bay. It's 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
right, player. This is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
A quick update on where everything stands before we get to our Padres wrap-up. The Red Sox-Yankees series will go to a Game 3 today after the Boston Red Sox were not able to close things out yesterday. The Yankees rallying for a 4-3 win on a Austin Wells eighth-inning tie-breaking RBI single. Jazz Chisholm running all the way from first base hard, gets in like cinematically.
Beautiful sliding
man. Into home plate just ahead of the tag. That was a pretty cool and exciting play at Yankee Stadium in front of that crowd. The Cleveland Guardians Detroit Tigers series will also go to a Game 3 today. The Guardians using a 5-run eighth inning to separate themselves in what had been a 1-1 game. Brian Rocchio with the go-ahead home run there. The Tigers going 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position. That's got to hurt in the postseason. So that one will play at noon today for the Tigers Guardians, and then the Red Sox Yankees game will be the last game of the day on ESPN. And of course,
so 12:08
noon on ABC,
2:08 for us,
2:08, and then 5 o'clock for the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox.
Pretty solid that they've all gone to a Game 3. You know, pretty solid for baseball. If you're a baseball fan, if you're a playoff fan, which we all are, I can't get enough. I mean, I got in the car yesterday, Benny, and we had talked a little bit on the show yesterday about the decision from Stephen Vogt to start Chase DeLauter in center field, rookie, making his major league debut. and they put him out in center field. And apparently it was one of the nastier sun and wind days that they've had in Cleveland. Now that
Not that far from Chicago.
it's
either.
not that far from Chicago. Chase DeLauder, major league debut, first ball hit to him in the first inning. I think it was the second batter potentially.
It was.
He dropped it. The ball came to him. He was sizing it up. He was in the right position, and he dropped it, man. And my heart sank. They were showing his family. He had 2 or 3 rows full of people. And as a dad, I wanted to dig a hole and die for him. And I go, oh my God. Now Tanner Bybee, much to his credit. Now I was listening to this on the radio. Much to his credit, comes back. I think he punched the side.
Struck out the side.
The relief that kid must have felt. They came back. Bybee walked up to him in the dugout, patted him. He's like, we're good, dude. We're good. Don't worry about it. And then DeLauder ends up throwing a guy out at third base later to kind of save the game, saved a run. And his first AB I watched, he's up there grinding against Casey Mize, fouling off tough pitches, worked a walk in his first AB. Man, what an incredible day for him.
And then the last game, of course, the Dodgers doubled up the Reds 8-4 to win that series, 2-0. Yoshinobu Yamamoto allowing 2 unearned runs in the first and nothing after that. But the point I wanted to make before we got to the Padres highlights, which we're going to get to briefly, I've watched a lot of the other 3 series. They've been sloppy.
Even big time.
Even the Dodgers, who have dominated, errors, bullpen, can't throw strikes other than Roki Sasaki in the 9th inning, but all other 6 teams have been sloppy, even in wins. Lots of errors, not being able to handle the wind and sun. The Cubs-Padres series has been incredibly clean and well played by both teams. Neither team has really given an inch in this series.
Well, not even have they not given an inch. They've taken many, many inches. Dansby Swanson with some elite defense. Fernando Tatis Jr.'s catch yesterday. Elite type of catch.
I would argue, if not for Dansby Swanson, the Padres have won
We've won
both
this
of these
series.
games easily, and it's over.
Yeah.
It's over if not for the plays that
It's
Dansby
over.
Swanson has made for the Cubs.
No question.
In this series, there has been no one. I mean, the tiniest of margins. One bad pitch by Shota Imanaga.
Yeah.
One bad pitch by Nick Pivetta. The tiniest of margins against 2 teams that I think are playing at the top of their game right now.
Yes.
Couldn't we have gotten one of the teams that's kicking the ball all around the field? No. Padres have to get the hard team, the Cubs, who have played very well these first 2 games.
Very well.
Which team can keep it up today?
Nothing worthwhile is easy, my friend. And the Padres are going to have, if they can get through it today, they will have earned every single
and the Cubs,
bit
same
of this.
thing. If the Cubs get through, they will have earned every step of it. And the Padres have not given anything away either.
It's a prize fight, man. It really is a prize fight.
This feels like a championship series, not a wild card series between these 2 teams.
No question. It just ratchets up, obviously, all the intensity for today. But you're right, man. That's a really astute point. You have seen, Cleveland's kicked it around. Detroit's kicked it around. LA kicked it around. The Reds look like they've never played baseball
they really
before.
Did.
They kicked it around.
They made anything easier for the Dodgers with how they played.
Like, I've noticed this, and I think a lot of people have. They don't give errors anymore. They just don't. There's just like, it's a hit. What? That ball hit him square in the glove. I'm surprised they gave Teoscar an error last night.
The Yankees have made errors.
Everyone is kicking it around.
Playing well, except for the Padres and the Cubs.
It's been really crazy, man.
All right, let's get to the highlights of a great 3-0 battle yesterday. Our Padres Wrap-Up coming up right after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Leave extra time for travel this morning, guys. Several problems we're dealing with. One big one westbound King Freeway at Kelton. Traffic alert for this rollover crash blocking middle lanes. That's westbound King Freeway at Kelton. Also, northbound 125, an accident right at the West State Connector ramp. Northbound 163 past the 5, crash over to the right shoulder. And accident involving a couple vehicles southbound 5 before Cesar Chavez Parkway. That is over to the right shoulder. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
I love winning, man. love winning. You know what I'm saying? It's like better than losing.
Miss any of the Padres win yesterday? Ben and Woods didn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got you covered with all of the highlights.
Oh, yes.
It's the
Padres Wrap-Up.
brought to you by Hamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place.
I want to go fast, but I want to go slow, and I want to go deep.
Changes the calculus for Jackson, who sends one in the air to deep right field. Suzuki backing up right in front of the track. He's got it. Tatis is tagging. He'll come in to score. Arise also advances to third, and a sac fly to give the Padres a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. And immediately a good example of what that wind can do to balls in the air to right field here today. Oh, first pitch swinging in the air to deep left field. Happ is feeling for the wall. He's looking up. It's going to go. Waveland Avenue for Manny Machado. A 2-run homer in the 5th inning. And the Padres do add on. It's 3-0. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2 to Tucker. Swung on. Popped into shallow center. Merrill coming on. He's there to make the catch. And Morejon has gone 7 up, 7 down to get the Padres through 6. Base is empty, 2 outs. 3-2. Here's the pitch to Crow Armstrong, taken on the inside corner, top of the zone. Strike 3 called. And for the second consecutive day, Mason Miller strikes out the side in the 7th, getting Suzuki, Kelly, and Crow Armstrong both days. Not running. The pitch. Hard hit on the ground is short. Bogarts has it. Flipped to second one. Cronenworth turn is it time! And a double play to end the game.
Morejon and Miller have gone back-to-back days. Both got extended today. Morejon's still efficient, but 33 pitches. Miller in the 30s for 2 games combined. I would have an expectation that all hands are on deck tomorrow. But we're also going to take their temperature and be smart. We got to value their careers as well. But we've only had 2 guys go 3 days in a row all year, and we've done it and saved it for these circumstances. So obviously in an elimination game, there's special circumstances.
Yeah. Mike Schelt talking about his bullpen M&M duo of Adrian Morejon and Mason Miller. And I don't know if I think he met with the media before he talked to them, because they both went into the clubhouse afterwards and said, oh, yeah, whatever you need, I'm there tomorrow. Morejon said, no way I'm not available tomorrow.
Hi, this is Mason Miller.
So that is definitely going to figure into the calculus for a game 3 as the Padres beat the Cubs to even the best-of-3 wildcard series at a game apiece. And let's start right at the beginning, Woods. Talked about it on the show yesterday. Were the Cubs and Craig Counsell a little too cute in their decision to start the opener? Andrew Kittredge, who had already faced the Padres in game 1, they had gotten a look at him. And of course, the Padres then quickly come out with singles by Tatis and Arise in the first inning. And then Manny does not get them over. He strikes out, but
such a bummer.
But Tatis steals third, double steal.
But I said at the bar too. I said I was bummed that Manny didn't come through there with a knock. But I also said to you guys, I said it's not the worst outcome. The worst outcome is flipping that ball, rolling into a double play, and you just feel like it's over. So the strikeout there, as much as it sucks, as much as you want your 3-hole hitter to come through every time, he didn't. But again, no double play. You feel pretty good about it.
But and the key then, erasing some of the demons from game 1, when you couldn't get the runners home from third base with less than 2 outs, Jackson Merrill lifts a very deep fly ball. No doubt they were going to after the double steal. Yeah.
Yep.
And then he lifts the very deep fly ball to get Fernando Tatis home. They only score the 1, but that 1 run is big to have the lead before Dylan Cease even has to take them out.
And what it does is it tells Craig Counsell, you tried something, you lost, we won. So in that little window, we always call it, win the inning, right? Win the inning. We score 1 more run than them, hold them, we win the inning. They put Kittredge on the mound. That was their strategy. It definitely backfired by letter of the law. It backfired. He did not throw up a 0, which was his job. He didn't do it. And we got to him. And so
Craig Counsell said, I didn't think he pitched poorly.
No.
Give the Padres hitters credit. They put some good swings to get on base and get the hits, but it did not work out for the Chicago Cubs. Bottom of the first starts. We're at Park 101. I think we're all holding our breath.
Sick to our stomachs.
Dylan Cease. What Dylan Cease is going to show up? Gives up a hit in the first inning, gives up some hard contact, but gets through that first inning.
It was
so critical for a little confidence to get him into a groove, because after that, the next 2 innings, Dylan Cease looked good, and the Padres, of course, did not add on to the lead. Freddie Fermin with a lead double in the top of the 3rd inning. Didn't get him in.
Didn't get him over, did we?
Didn't get him over. He just
Didn't
stayed
get him
at
over.
second base. You felt, that could be dicey. Then the top of the 4th, Padres got 2 on. Merrill with the lead walk. Ryan O'Hearn had the single. Could not get either of those runners in. And
that was the pinch hit appearance for Jose Iglesias, I believe.
They tried with the pinch hitter. I didn't hate the idea. It was a good, well-struck ball to center field. He swung a decent bat here in the second half of the season, but it didn't work out. So we're going down the same road as game 1. It's a 1-0 tenuous lead. Are they going to do the same thing? Will the Cubs take 1 or 2 big swings in the middle of the game and turn this game on its head against Dylan Cease? So now you're wondering, how long will Mike Shildt roll with his starting pitcher? We had already seen Adrian Morejon get up early in the game, got through that inning in the 3rd, and then in the 4th, gets 2 outs, and you're going, okay, he's going to get through 4, but then gives up the double to Seiya Suzuki. So you've got the tying run on second base, and Mike Shildt wastes no time. Stalls a minute, issues the intentional walk, and then goes to the mound to get Adrian Morejon onto the mound to face Pete Crow Armstrong, gets him to ground out to first base to end that inning and erase that threat. And now you've said the bullpen is going to have to get 16 outs. I think Kevin Brown said it well when it said they're going to ask the bullpen for 16 outs with a 1-0 lead. Can they get it done? But of course, 1 inning later, Padres add some insurance. So critical on Tatis's 1-out single on a rise sack bunt.
It's
which
just the worst thing ever.
I mean, we talked about it a lot yesterday. He tried to lay down 1 in the 1st inning. He at least squared around. Had he succeeded, Padres might not have scored that inning because he ended up singling, and that was critical later in the inning. He did succeed and got Tatis over to second base with 2 outs in the 5th, but he also created an open base where Craig Counsell easily and probably should have intentionally walked Manny Machado on the lefty versus righty matchup. He was questioned about it after the game extensively, grilled by the media, and he said, I mean, we thought about it. We liked how Imanaga was throwing. We didn't hate the matchup. We thought, let's go, and he made a bad pitch. He hung a splitter on the first pitch, and Manny did not miss it, hitting that 2-run home run, and that, gave the Padres the cushion. Changes the game entirely. 1-0 and 3-0 in a playoff game. In a regular season game, whatever. But in a playoff game, the difference between 1-0 and 3-0 feels like a mountain that you now have to climb through the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, with that bullpen especially.
And it no longer creates a tightrope. The relievers can pitch aggressively.
Yes, they can.
If I do make a mistake and they hit a solo
It's
home run,
3-1.
so what?
Right.
We still got a multi-run lead. Just don't walk anybody. Throw hard, throw strikes, make them beat us. And that's exactly what Adrian Morejon and Mason Miller did the next 3 innings, the 6th, the 7th.
Before those guys,
innings.
though, with Cease, when he was still out there, like I was nervous the entire time, and he pitched well.
He did.
I think we all agree he pitched well. But I had no confidence. And when it was 1-0, I'm like, bro, you're a hit batter and a bad pitch away from losing this game now, being, in the losing spot. And it was just so anxiety ridden. And then the bullpen came in, and it was one of the best performances I've ever seen.
Cease was, he was sharp. And then it started, we all kind of had that feeling of, oh man, some of these are a little bit too middle. So they're not up in the zone
You're
enough.
getting outs, but they were barrel.
And they were banging balls foul, and it was like loud foul balls.
I think the decision making was good because it was the velocity, and Cease was up. Mike Shildt knew there's going to be some adrenaline there, and you saw him hit up to 100, touched 100, and we know the Cubs have some trouble with velocity. So even if you miss location, they weren't squaring up enough, at least, to do big
not
damage.
Fair. Yeah,
not fair. Yeah,
I mean, but it was some loud.
Yeah, there was.
Loud contact. But again,
he didn't have a ton of traffic. Like he pitched well.
Pitched really
didn't walk
well.
anybody other than the intentional walk.
Yeah, the intentional.
That as he was walking out of the game, that doesn't count.
Yeah,
he did not walk anybody, and that was absolutely key for Dylan Cease.
He was great, man. And it's funny, you go back 30 years, 40 years. Randy Jones is in here, and we say Randy. How about that performance from Dylan Cease last night? 3 2/3. What'd you think about that? Right? Just goes to show you how much the game has changed. Now, I did find it fascinating that the entire broadcast was very flummoxed by the decision to pull Dylan Cease. And this may come back to bite Schild. I saw people online that aren't Padres fans. Now, again, we live in a silo, a straight up Padres silo. I actually thought he left him in too long. I think a lot of Padres fans probably thought he left him in too long.
We were talking about at Park 101 with Cristello. I was going 9 outs. I was counting down the outs. Give me 9.
Yep.
Actually ended up getting 11 outs. So, yeah, maybe he left him in a little longer than I expected.
He definitely left him in longer than I thought he would, and it worked out in our favor, and that's great. And that gives Dylan a little bit of confidence to know, hey, man, I've actually just succeeded in the postseason. I did what they asked me to do. So if you do get to the next round, he could be pitching with a little more confidence.
Well, you'll need him.
And you have to have him.
You'll need him if you win today. Obviously,
and I think
he'll pitch against the Brewers.
Yeah, no question. And I think I just found it really interesting. You know, everyone around the country, oh, man, the quick hook. And I'm like, oh, actually, no. It's the not so quick hook from Mike Schild. But again, they are privy to numbers, though. Like they're privy to numbers. Yes,
they are. But I don't want to be arrogant. We know more than the national media does about the Padres. You're not going to get your better Padres takes by going to ESPN. Even the well-prepared crew that includes Jesse Rogers, who we love, you're going to get better Padres info, from here, from the flagship station. That's fine. Just keep that in mind. That's why, if you can, listen to Jesse and Tony as opposed to the national broadcasters for the game. Bullpen, of course, Morejon, all essentially perfect. 7 outs. The one good break, the kick save on Nico Horner that went right to Luis Arraez. That had to be disheartening for Cubs fans.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe the Cubs dugout like, oh, maybe this isn't our day.
He barreled that ball.
Barreled one up and kicks it right to Arraez.
Right to Arraez.
Who just takes and just
touches the base.
Taps the base like
with the ball.
He must be so annoying to some other opponents sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And they like him, but it's like, man, that guy gets under my skin sometimes.
Of course.
And then Mason Miller. Mason Miller with one of the great shows that we've ever seen from a pitcher, really in baseball history. Had struck out the first 3 batters he faced in the postseason on Tuesday, and then strikes out the first 5 he faces on Wednesday. 8 straight strikeouts to begin his postseason career. That's a new record. And of course, the pitch to Carson Kelly on the outside corner, right at the knees at 104.5 miles per hour. The hardest pitch ever thrown in the playoffs since they began tracking in 2008. And let's be honest, the hardest pitch ever thrown in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it was perfectly located.
That was disgusting.
The point made on the internet, is this the greatest pitch ever thrown by a human being?
The answer is yes.
And
unequivocally,
you can make the argument, yeah. I mean, there's nothing Carson Kelly could have ever done with that pitch.
You could throw it to him 50 times. He's not getting wood on that.
If you tell him you're getting 104.5 on the outside corner, if he puts his bat out there to start, he might be able to foul it off at the very best. It's impossible. It was impossible.
Paulie and I go to fantasy camp every year, and we get my number has always been 22. It's the number I've always worn. So I have all these fantasy camp jerseys with number 22 on them. But they all, unfortunately, say Woods on the back. Faux pas to take 1 or 2 in to get my name
Woods pulled
ripped off and Miller put on. Should I just buy? I mean, I probably should just buy a Miller jersey, but I want to get Mason Miller's jersey badly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I texted a buddy.
Badly.
I texted some friends. I was like,
my wife said it's a faux
I don't
pas.
think it's hyperbole or just heat of the moment. Like, I think Mason Miller might be my favorite pitcher that I've ever seen throw a baseball.
Paulie,
he's electric.
Paulie, I'm in love with him. So I'm in love with him.
And my buddy's like, he's the next jersey I'm buying. It's Mason Miller.
I love him so much. And his demeanor, the way he carries himself, all of it.
I think I saw Wayne Randazzo of the A's say, I would have traded 12 prospects for Mason Miller.
No, dude, he's unbelievable. Just what a weapon.
Who?
What a weapon. Out of that bullpen, and just as cool and calm as you could be. And that's his first playoff experience, right? Yeah, yesterday was his first, day before was his first playoff experience.
So as good as Robert Suarez has been, led the National League in saves, 40. He's been really, really good for the Padres. if you're the Cubs, you got to feel like,
Ooh,
oh wow,
we got to breathe. They're just 100.
We only have to face Robert Suarez, and Tatis had to make that nice play to end the 8th inning with a runner on, running catch out in the tough sun of Wrigley Field in the corner.
Catch, man.
And then gave up the single in the 9th. But what a great play by Xander Bogaerts to turn that double play. That was not an easy play. If you're kind of watching casually, you go, that room service double play.
No.
Did you see that hop?
Like checked up on him. And then the turn by Crony was elite. That was an unbelievable play to squash any chance of a comeback. I'm so happy for those guys.
Playoff Xander is a real thing.
I almost just said F. Playoff Xander effing rules, man. He really looks like he comes to play. I love that.
All right, that is the breakdown of the 3-0 win. We'll have some more analysis when we come back. We're also going to give away some SDSU football tickets. Stay tuned. Hour number 2 of Ben and Woods coming up next here on 97.3 The Fan. Don't go away, Tier 1s. Well, yesterday was the reprieve. You prisoner on death row, you get the call, at least for one day, the stay of execution.
Yeah.
But that's all we got. We got one more day.
The jury's hung up. They'll have a decision tomorrow.
Yeah, and we get to go through it all again today with another elimination game for your San Diego Padres. Now, if you win today, now you get to relax a little bit. You get 2 days before game one of an NLDS.
Please win.
4 days before game 2 on Monday. 6 days before game 3, which would be next Wednesday at Petco Park. But today, just as nervous as yesterday as the Padres get set for a 2:08 first pitch against the Chicago Cubs. What's the difference, though, between yesterday and today? Well, the Padres have now gone through an elimination game, and they have responded well. The Cubs have not. Their season was not on the line yesterday. Now, they could respond favorably and use that same motivation as the Padres to turn in an epic performance, or, as some teams do, they can, see their season potentially on the line and it doesn't go well. We'll find out. But I like that I've already seen how the Padres respond to an elimination game, and they've responded well yesterday, Woods. The big question is who's set up better for game 3 of this series. I think certainly if you're just looking at, from 20,000 feet, the Cubs are better equipped now for game 3. The Padres had to heavily lean on their high leverage bullpen arms in the first 2 games of the series. Cubs used most of theirs as well, but did not have to use everybody. They've saved some bullets for game 3. They have a pitcher who threw very well, starter at the end of the season in Jamison Tyone. The Padres have a Darvish who, let's be honest, was up and down, was a little bit shaky all the way down the stretch, through some good innings, through some bad innings. So I think from 20,000 feet, you go, yeah, Cubs probably in a better situation going into game 3 today. However, the availability of Mason Miller for a third game is going to be key. Now, he says he's available. We don't know how he's feeling as he wakes up in Chicago this morning. Like, does the arm feel good, or does the arm feel like, oh, man, now it feels like I threw 104.5 yesterday. There is one precedent, though, that I wanted to bring up. Mason Miller, earlier this season with the Athletics.
Yeah, get it right.
I know. Did pitch 3 days in a row. I believe it was back in May. And during those 3 games in a row, he threw 60 total pitches.
Mm-hmm.
So he's done it. He threw 40 pitches the past 2 days, which would lead you to believe if you needed him for 20 pitches today, which is, an inning and a third even, Mason Miller should.
That's like 3 innings for him.
Well, I mean, it takes at least 3 to strike everybody out.
True.
So,
Right. No, but I'm saying he's like 10 to 15.
I mean, if you get some quick outs, you could. No one can make enough contact to get a quick out against Mason Miller. But the thinking is he is available. And Adrian Morejon threw 42 pitches the past 2 days and has already said, there's no way I won't be available. Do I expect him to cover 4 1/3?
No,
I don't.
No,
or 4 as they did combined. But
to come in and get Michael Bush, PCA, whatever, PCA, then Michael Bush. I think that's I think you have to do it. I think you have to do it.
The quotes I saw, Mason Miller said, whatever Schulte needs.
Yeah, whatever Schulte needs.
Morejon, through his interpreter, said, no matter what, I'll be available for tomorrow.
Absolute G's right now that really, really want it. And by the way, just the threat of those guys is enough to make another manager do things that they wouldn't normally do. Like, we better do this here or Mason Miller's going, you know what I mean? Like, just the threat of those guys, even if they're decoys, and I don't think they are. I think they will absolutely be used today. And actually, probably if it's close game, I'll kind of be mad if they don't.
Oh,
I think
I'll be mad if Michael King doesn't pitch at some point.
Yeah,
potentially.
So that's
in a
the
close
other
game.
That's the other thing is, like, I was driving in this morning, and what a tough decision. I mean, the decision's been made. It's Darvish. Darvish is going to be on the bump against the Cubs today. He's going to start. And I wondered, would he be better served? He's also had, not great first innings at all. Would he be better served going against, throwing a Wandy Peralta out there to open against at least one lefty in Bush?
A switch hitter and a lefty.
Yeah,
and
Tucker.
Kyle Tucker if you get to 4.
Would that be a better strategy? I don't know. It didn't work for the Cubs yesterday. But I think you Darvish makes me a little bit nervous right now. He hasn't been the Darvish of old, certainly. I don't know what's really expected from him today. Is it a Dylan Cease type thing? I don't know, Ben, because you can't run the same blueprint that you did yesterday. You just can't. Now, Randy Vasquez, is he going to give you a better start? Is Michael King? That's the thing about these three guys. I mean, if you look at the numbers, Randy Vasquez is the most trustworthy of the three, but they're not going to start him on the mound.
It's an interesting dilemma because obviously the Cubs, we've talked many, many times about it, have some trouble with velocity. Yu's not going to be the best when it comes to velocity. You can still get to the mid-90s, but nothing like the Cubs have seen the last couple of days from Dylan Cease and that bullpen. So they're probably thinking, okay, this is a guy we can hit. At the same time, it's also when you've been gearing up for velocity for 2 days, it can be a nice change of pace when you bring in a guy who is spinning it and spinning it and spinning it, especially early in the game in a 2:00 start when the Shadows are going to be, remember, it was 4 or 5 innings in. This will be the first inning when the Shadows are at their worst. So you can be spinning it in those Shadows early in the game.
They weren't that bad yesterday.
They weren't as bad yesterday as they were in game one. We'll see what the conditions are today, but you as savvy as it gets in baseball, and whatever advantage that he thinks he can take, he will take it.
He feel a little bit better.
Got playoff experience. His last start was outstanding in the playoffs against the Dodgers. What was that? 7 innings, 2 solo homers. I mean, I don't expect him to go 7.
I do not expect 7.
I do not expect 7, but he's done it before, and I certainly expect the best from Yu Darvish, at least the best that he has right now. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the Yu Darvish ceiling is at the moment, but whatever he's got, he's going to give it. But I do believe it's going to be more like what we saw from Dylan Cease. And I do think if you're going to win this game, you're going to have to score some runs. I don't think it's going to be a 2-1, 3-2 game. I think it's going to be more like a 7-5 or a 6-4 type game. I mean, not every playoff game. A lot of playoff games are close, low-scoring, defensive, pitching-centric games. But every once in a while, you get a 9-6 game in the postseason, and you got to be able to win those too. Can the Padres win a game like that?
Yes, they can.
Can
they score 9 runs?
Can they find a power of friendship inning? We saw it throughout the season, here and there, where they'd have one of those innings where, man, we just had 7 hits that inning and scored 6 runs. You do that today, you're going on to the National League Division Series. You got to find one. You haven't found one. You had some opportunities.
You had so many
couple of days where you had runners on, but you never really had the big inning. Can they do that once in this series and move on to the next round?
How many have we left on base, I wonder, in the first 2 games?
I believe, let's see, I know it was 7 yesterday, and then in game 1, the Padres left on, got it right here, 4. So just 11. But that's way more than the Cubs. Cubs are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position in the series. Padres are 3 for 18.
Okay.
0 for 6, not many opportunities, no hits at all. Padres, lots of opportunities, 18 opportunities with runners in scoring position,
18.
only 3 hits.
Wow, yeah, okay.
Only 3 hits.
Yeah, I mean, look, some of those start to cash in. And again, what do they always talk about in the regular season? Hey, man, we lost this game, but we had ample opportunities. You have to give yourself – the Cubs aren't even giving themselves opportunities. They're hoping for that long ball right now. And if you literally can find a way to keep the ball in the ballpark today, then, yeah, we have a real shot of doing
Cubs playing with a little more fire than the Padres have been playing with.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, playing with fire, not like playing with fire from within, like juggling with
like
fire.
Juggling it like in your hands, and you could get burned very easily that way.
Yeah, for sure. Maxwell says when you have to bunt to move people over, you're going to leave a lot of people on base. Exactly. Yesterday, again, another fine example. You brought it up. Luis Ariz trying to bunt in the first inning. He didn't. He ended up getting a single. Then bunting Manny over, or bunting Tatis over, should have, if you're Craig Counsell, walked Manny Machado. But I think they're also going, Manny hasn't hit anything. Like, he hit 1 barrel in
even
the
Manny
first
said
AB.
It's like, I don't know why they wouldn't pitch to me.
They're not scared of me.
I've done nothing at all.
Yeah, exactly. And then later on, when Bryce Johnson absolutely has to get a bunt down, we don't. So we bunt when we shouldn't. We can't when we should. And it's the frustrating part.
I do feel strongly, again, that today's game is going to require some runs. I don't want to see playing for 1 run today.
No.
I don't know that they can take it out of their DNA even for a day. I feel like it's a playoff game. They're going to have that same, hey, let's try to push across 1 or 2 and win it 2-1. It's not. I don't think that's the way to win today's game. You need one of those big innings.
You got to have it.
And the best way to short circuit a big inning is to give them a free out. A big inning requires 3 outs. Use them all and make it last as long as possible. Don't give up any free outs today. Get that one big inning. That's all it's going to take in my mind. One big inning.
Yeah, and again,
you win this series and you go on to Milwaukee.
I mean,
But again,
yesterday I was terrified when it was 1-0, and we were talking about like Cease and the leash that he had or whatever. As soon as Manny put us up 3-0, I go, oh, this one's in the back.
We got this one. Yeah, man. I'm okay with you can still, here's the funny thing, you can still have a big inning with a sacrifice bunt in the mix. You can. If Bryce Johnson gets that bunt down, you can have that. Then guys go to second, third. You got 2 guys in scoring position.
If you get the bunt down and then they throw it away, which we did see a few times this season, where the other team threw the bunt away and that led to a big inning.
Can't bank on
I'm not counting on the Cubs.
I'm not
making
either.
any mistakes.
And they're
been
real,
absolutely on point defensively this series.
That wheel play that they had on to which is why Schulte said swing away on the second strike. They had that play on. He was right on top of home play. They could have easily gotten the runner at third.
Easily.
So you gotta really be smart about what you do.
You got to know who you're playing.
And you got to know who you're
the
playing.
Dodgers laid down a couple of bunts yesterday. Ben Rortvedt has laid down a couple.
Yep.
Reds threw it away because they're not a good team.
Right.
But the Cubs are a very good team, and they're not going to make those kind of mistakes. So you're short-circuiting yourself if you're bunting against the Cubs. They're too good to give them those free outs. Other teams, sure, bunt against the bad teams. They'll throw it away half the time. We've seen it. Not today. You've got to play for a big inning today, I think, to win this game. And that's one thing I'm worried about, because this Padres team has not been playing for any big innings in the postseason.
Got some numbers on today's starter for the Cubs. Jamison Taillon, our buddy Tommy, tweeted this last night. The last 7 starts for Jamison have been pretty good. 39 innings pitched, a 1.85 ERA, 3.32 FIP, 18.4% K rate, and a 5.3% walk rate. So he's not going to strike many guys out. He's also not going to put many guys on. The Padres are a contact team. They're going to put the ball in play. Is it going to find holes today? If it does, we win the game.
BABIP.
Ball
batting average on balls in play going to be big. Now he is right-handed.
He is right-handed. Yep.
Which means the Padres lefties, at least early in the game, Jake Cronenworth might see his first right-handed pitcher in 3 weeks.
One of the
which
more
probably chomping at the bit for that opportunity for O'Hearn and Sheets and Cronenworth. Like, hey, I got a righty at least. Let's try to take some good swings here.
But again, you don't know how long Taillon's going to go. You just don't. You have no idea, because they did not use yesterday many of their high leverage guys. They did not use Palencia. They did not use Pomeranz yesterday. Interesting decision here as I'm looking at the numbers.
See Keller again. I mean,
you'll see Keller again.
They need to.
They're going to
empty the bullpen. This is their season on the line.
Yep.
So you will see everybody today. Their highest velocity, their best lefties. They're all coming in. You may only see Taillon until you get to that lefty lane the second time through, like maybe 15 batters.
That even feels like a lot for me. It really does. If they get a lead off Darvish, then they will be very aggressive. There's no need to leave Jamison Taillon out there.
That might only be 3 innings. I mean, if Padres get a couple of runners on base, even if you don't score 14, 15 batters, that may be 3 innings of Jamison Taillon right there.
So interesting number. There's an interesting decision. There's one guy on the San Diego Padres that has absolutely mashed Jamison Taillon in 13 ABs. The person with the most ABs is Xander Bogaerts. He's got 28 ABs off Taillon. He's batting .214. The guy
I saw this too.
The guy got 13 ABs.
There's no way.
Has 7 hits, 2 doubles, a homer.
There's no chance.
A homer.
No.
He's batting .538. His OPS is 1462.
Don't say it.
Jose Iglesias mashes Jamison Taillon. Mashes him.
Well, okay. I mean, they're not going to start a righty. Did you see the other guy who mashes him? Martin Maldonado.
Yeah, no doubt. Martin has hit 313 off of him with a bomb. Yeah, I mean,
can you imagine Martin Maldonado and Jose Iglesias in the lineup today?
Let's get weird. Let's get weird.
Hey, season's on the line, boy.
Hey, boy. Get up there and do what you've done.
Martin Maldonado, who is not.
He's like me?
He's not played
months. Months.
He's
I think I've caught more
He's
recently than Martin Maldonado. Could you imagine? The problem is
we're playing the matchups today. We got Martin Maldonado batting 9th and catching. Just
you could.
It would be so crazy.
You could DH Iglesias, but then you'd have to leave
righty
O'Hearn on the bench. or Arise.
You can't
on
leave
the bench.
O'Hearn
You
against
can't.
a righty. You can't leave any. No. I mean, the matchups are fun, but you can't start Iglesias today. You didn't start him against the lefty either the last 2 days.
You did pinch hit him though
You
yesterday.
may pinch hit him. You may pinch hit him again today when they bring in a lefty. You may counter with a righty again later in the game.
David J says start O'Hearn in left. You could start him in left field, and Gavin's on the bench to start, and you could put Jose Iglesias as your designated hitter today because he's hitting 600.
I mean, does Jose Iglesias go to Mike Schilt and go,
I rake
I
this
own
dude.
this guy.
I own it.
I own this guy. I promise you,
Would be
Skip,
amazing.
I'm getting 2 hits
Yeah,
today.
I'm getting knocks today.
Put me in against Jamison Tyone. I mean,
Get out of my office.
That's Bud Black yesterday. It's like, do I manage with my head
Or my heart.
gut or my heart?
If you manage with your head would tell you, look at those numbers, right? That's not gut. That's not heart. That's not, I really like Jose Iglesias. He needs to be. You're managing with your head is looking at the numbers and going, the dude, his OPS is 1,400 off of him. He sees him well for whatever reason. That would be hysterical. I would not want Iglesias in left field. We saw that experiment. But Ryan O'Hearn can play
He
outfield.
did play there once or twice.
He
right?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Wrigley Field, blustery days,
Blustery
sun,
winds,
like,
shadows. No.
Season on the line? I don't think so.
But it's an interesting thing to consider. And I'm not going to come in here, tomorrow if he doesn't and be like, what an idiot. I'm not. I promise you. It's Jose Iglesias. He's batting, his OPS this year is like 500. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's really interesting what these managers have to go through as I would imagine we run the same lineup out. The exact same lineup, nothing changes.
I would think so.
Literally nothing changes, I would bet.
I would think so.
But man, what a fun win yesterday. Whew, glad we got to experience that. And again, we live to fight another day, and that day is today.
No matter what happens, no game tomorrow. So if you're interested in going to see a little college football at Snapdragon Stadium, we got some tickets to give away right now. San Diego State taking on Colorado State in the Mountain West opener for both teams. Tickets are available at goaztecs.com. If you want to win them, though, our lines are open. Let's do the fifth caller, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. I guess it's theoretically possible. The Aztecs are 3-1. If they ran the table, won the Mountain West, they could get that automatic berth to the college football playoff. I mean, I'm not expecting it, but haven't been eliminated yet, I guess. They're favored against Colorado State tomorrow. Go see maybe a team improve to 4-1 and get a win. You can call now, 833-288-0973.
Was he just talking about automatic berths to the playoffs?
Remember, the winner of either the AAC
know.
or the Mountain West gets to go to the college football play. Someone has to go. Someone has to win the conference.
Okay.
Right now, the Aztecs are
Good
one
shot
of the
as
teams
any.
in the conference.
Okay.
That's what I can give you.
I guess you're
Hey,
right.
once you get in, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Never
take down
know.
Ohio State in the first round.
Piece
or-
of cake.
Yeah.
Be the 58-point underdog, I would guess, in game one.
In the
58.
college football
I'm getting a
playoffs.
little
Yeah.
ahead of myself. I get it.
Yeah, you are. You're getting a little.
I'm just trying to build some local excitement for our college football team.
They should try to do the same thing, actually.
The 3-1. What can we say? They scored 6 points last week.
They
in
did
a win.
score 6 points.
Got a
They
good
did
defense.
6-3 win.
Defense has been pretty good. All right, don't do this and do this is coming up next. You may have seen it. What are Mud and Don up to during this postseason
come
series?
on.
You gotta love it. Gotta love it. We'll get to that coming up next after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
Well, fans and tier ones out there, if you're trapped in a high-rate mortgage, you're watching your hard-earned money vanish every month, stop right now at Loan Pronto, delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years. Loan Pronto's rate reduction home loan program. It's streamlined. It's a low-cost way to slash your house payments by hundreds of dollars a month. Lock in a fixed rate as low as 4.99% APR close in as little as 2 weeks. No appraisal needed in most cases. Here's the kicker. You can even skip your next 2 house payments entirely. Rates this low won't last, so don't wait. Call Loan Pronto now for your free no-obligation quote. Loan Pronto is amazing. Lower payments, more money in your pocket, and a fresh start with a better mortgage. 619-207-4336 or loanpronto.com. Lock in your new low rate. Skip those next 2 payments. Don't let high rates hold you back. 619-207-4336 or go to loanpronto.com right now. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Congratulations to Mac, who just won the SDSU Colorado State football tickets. Right now, though, it's time for Don't Do This, brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't.
Leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
Do.
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
This
is a lot more affordable than you think. Visit trustandwill.com for more info. All right, I'm going to do a little Ben-splaining here for story number one.
Okay.
Why do you think ESPN pays so much money to broadcast live sporting events? Out of the goodness of their hearts?
Yes.
People love baseball. We need to make sure that they have an opportunity to watch these playoffs.
Yeah,
games.
it's very altruistic what they do.
And then why do you think people get paid to broadcast those games?
For the love of the game.
For the love of the game. No. No, it's all a vehicle to promote other
Correct.
ESPN content,
Correct.
bring in eyeballs. And with that in mind, during the Padres-Cubs game yesterday, ESPN took advantage of what was presumably one of their larger audiences in an afternoon to promote future content, specifically the opening of the NHL season on October 7th,
Yes.
including a game against a team that would be playing in that town, the Chicago Blackhawks, taking on the defending champion Florida Panthers. They went to enough trouble that they brought in Blackhawks stars and just conveniently sat them in a place where the ESPN cameras could find them to lead into a promo. This was all highly choreographed and orchestrated, leading up to the moment when you're supposed to build a little enthusiasm, some, cross-content promotion for your ESPN brethren on the hockey side, except Ben McDonald, Jessica Mendoza, who were calling the game.
Mendoza?
Kevin Brown, absolute professional.
Total pro.
Working with
the Ben Higgins of the staff.
Working with two people who are in a meeting this morning with their ESPN bosses because of this reaction yesterday to their hockey promo.
And The Blackhawks return to the ice next Tuesday, NHL opening night against the defending champion Florida Panthers at 5 Eastern, 4 Central on ESPN.
Triple header that night. Penguins, Rangers, Avalanche, Kings. Ben, I know you got an opinion on this. Panthers three-peat this year. What do you think?
If you say so. I mean, good luck to them. Are you asking me if I'm going to be watching?
No, you'll be watching, of course, because you work for ESPN. You'll be watching Friday night.
There is zero chance I'll be watching. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Where will you be?
I will be somewhere, but there's zero chance I'll be watching.
All right, thanks, Ben. We'll be watching. Thanks for the rating.
Zero. There is zero chance I will be watching the hockey playoffs, says Ben McDonald.
If you want me
Or the
to
hockey opener.
if you want me to drag Ben McDonald, I'm not going to, because I heard it, I laughed, and I said, "Oh, I respect that," because that is exactly who I am. If you ask me,
it is very
it's
Woods.
exactly who I am.
It's very Woods.
Hey,
It's
did
honest.
you guys? Did you catch the Raptors game last night? No, I didn't. Why? Because I don't like it. I'm not going to watch it. If there was a basketball team here, I'd be like, I don't know. I mean, maybe if it was here, I'd watch. But
it'd be like on a Monday, no Padres game, and you hear a promo on the station, on our station.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, listen to Monday Night Football. That's our broadcast
Correct.
that we are going to be airing on our airwaves. We're promoting that because we want people to tune in to Monday Night Football, which is like, yeah, you couldn't pay me to listen to that.
I would totally say that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna tell it like
Jessica
it
had
is.
Ben's back. She goes, "Yeah, I'm just baseball this month. I'm
Yeah.
not watching either." It's like, thanks a lot, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. I can't believe you're gonna ask me to sit down and watch hockey. Oh, dude, I heard it and I went, I respect it. I absolutely respect it.
There's no ice down in Louisiana.
Yeah, I got ice hockey. I wanted to give myself a don't do this.
Really?
Yeah. I fear
Don't do this.
I fear I've ruined your reputation in this town. I do. Saw a tweet yesterday from former Padres beat writer Bill Center. Tweeted it out yesterday. It was like, I don't know, a couple hours after our show. So I don't know. Who knows who he's talking about. Used to work for the UT. Says it could be another sign of aging, but with rare exception, Tony Jr. and Chris Ello, I find local sports talk radio offensive to my mind. It just seems like you have to hate something all the time. And I thought, if this was 8 years ago, Paulie, he's in that tweet. Ben's mentioned in that tweet. It would have read, it could be another sign of aging, but with rare exception, Tony Jr., Ben Higgins, and Chris Ello, I find local sports talk radio offensive to my mind. Just seems like you have to hate something all the time.
Bill's a unique cat.
It's my fault.
Yeah,
I've ruined your reputation. Are you upset?
I don't think we're haters all the time.
I don't think we are
You don't hate
either.
everything.
Was that a shot at us?
I don't know. Maybe he
know.
was listening to some other station. I have no idea. But
I did find it.
Bill, I think, likes us.
I think Chris Ello would admit he's like,
that's what I thought.
Not a hater.
I went,
but-
wait, noted optimist and lover of all things, Chris Ello. I watched the game with him yesterday. Me sitting next to him, and I was like,
I had a great time sitting next
so
to
did
Ello.
I. And I go, wait, Chris Ello, like I'm the same guy that works here.
I don't
all right.
spend much time with Chris off the air, like not with a microphone.
Yeah, I had a blast.
So when he's like, "What the f is going on?" Right, like I was having a great time watching the game.
It was great,
but he wasn't like sunshine and roses
But
the
see,
whole time.
I didn't take it personally, but I wanted to write back. You can't win. Because if we're like, yeah, let's go, you paid off cheerleaders. And if we're too negative, Bill Center is mad because we have to disagree with something or not like something.
Bill is a little curmudgeonly, but I've had many good conversations with him over the years. Longtime UT writer, works for the Padres now, writing some stuff for Padres.com. And I've told the story before. When Craig Elston and I, young pups, first started the Padres pregame show, he was on the Padres beat. Would not talk to us for like 2.5 years until we had paid our dues. Like,
are you kidding?
Wouldn't speak to us. Would look past. I'd say, "Hey, Bill." He'd just walk right by for 2.5 years.
Wow.
And then finally he goes, "All right, you guys are all right." And then
You're
like 2.5
joking.
years later, it was like, "All right, talk Padres baseball." He was very engaging. He was very friendly.
That's amazing.
And I developed a good relationship with Bill.
But he left you out of that tweet.
But he likes Chris because Chris used to be a sports writer like himself.
But
Worked for the
he
LA
left.
Times.
You're a news and sports reporter. He left you out of that tweet.
He did.
It's my fault.
It's possible.
Probable.
It's possible.
I'm sorry. I just want to give myself one.
You're okay.
I've ruined your rep.
You're all right. All right, let's get to do this.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
You always wonder, the season ends. Jesse and Tony get to go on and continue broadcasting games here on 97.3 The Fan, but it's just over for Don and Mud. What do they do with their postseason when there's no Padres.tv broadcast? Well, credit to the Padres. They brought him along, had him at Wrigley Field yesterday, and after the 7th inning, when Mason Miller struck out the side, didn't have a platform, so they went to social media. You probably heard it, but here are our guys, Don and Mud.
Oh, you know what that means? Oh, here we go. What do we got? Oh, we got Seiya Suzuki. Say it, Donnie. Carson Kelly. Say it. Pico Armstrong. Oh, down by way of the cave.
And what's amazing is they're sitting there in Wrigley in, I think, one of the kind of the boxes, and right behind them over Don's shoulder, none other than Padres and MLB Hall of Famer Trevor Hoffman laughing giddily. Our friend Chris Connolly's up there, too. Pretty cool of Don and Mud to give that to the fans.
Donnie, 5 gin and tonics in, maybe, potentially. One more time, Paulie.
Listen to the whole thing.
Listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, you heard it the first time. Now, just think about how many drinks he may have
Trevor's
had.
there, so they're enjoying
Yes.
themselves. Yeah.
Oh, you know what that means? Oh, here we go. What do we got? Oh, we got Seiya Suzuki. Say it, Donnie. Carson Kelly. Say it. Pico Armstrong. Oh, down by way of the cave.
I love the bit. I love that the bits don't stop.
Let's hope that Don and Mud safely got a lift through.
No, now you walk in Chicago. You walk everywhere,
Walking
jump on the
everywhere.
L. You'll be fine. That was so good. So good.
And that is Don't and Do This for a Thursday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, when we come back, we will head out to Chicago, Illinois, where postseason Sammy is standing by. Get Sam Levitt's thoughts from the scene of Game 3 later today here on 97.3 The Fan. It's coming up next with Ben and Woods. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
All right, you're looking for plans this weekend. Make a trip down to 7 Mile Casino. Saturday and Sunday is a great time to check it out if you haven't been there, because only on Saturdays and Sundays can you partake in the award-winning brunch at Sammy's at 7 Mile, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. Their brunch voted the best in the South County. People love brunch nowadays, Woods. I'm okay with brunch, but people adore brunch, and they got the best one in Chula Vista. You're going to find it right there, and then hop right on over to the best card room in San Diego. It's about 4 steps
You
away.
sounded like Ben McDonald right there. What an endorsement for brunch.
Yeah.
I'm okay
I'm
on
not a-
brunch.
I'm not a
but,
brunch
you know,
person.
if
I'm
you
okay
have
on
to
brunch.
drink-
I
if you have
mean,
to eat brunch.
You have to eat brunch.
I like it all. I love the brunch at 7 Mile Casino. There's nothing about 7 Mile Casino I don't like. Just 7 minutes from downtown. I love the.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Clarify.
prefer breakfast to brunch.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I would rather have a
You know what
more
the best part about
standard-
brunch is? You can get breakfast
Well, you
or
can.
lunch.
You can get
Yeah.
breakfast, but the combination of the two, it changes the menu a little bit.
It does
Some
change
people
the
prefer
menu.
brunch.
They
I like
do.
breakfast.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you can get food 24/7.
You can, to
7
each
Mile.
their own, right? And
Right.
you can play. They have a bevy of games you can play. They got California style blackjack, Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, and Baccarat. And again, best part, just 7 minutes from downtown.
I also like Pai Gow poker. We don't talk about it as much. It's a slower game, but I like that.
Yeah.
You're making a hand 7 cards, and you're making 2 hands 5 and 2 cards. Try Pai Gow poker. I think you'll enjoy it if you're like me. It's just one of the games you can play. Enjoy the patio at 7 Mile. It overlooks San Diego Bay. Yeah, there's a lot of different what we're saying is there's lots of different reasons to go to 7 Mile Casino. First and foremost, proximity. 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
San Diego's concierge delivers once again. Happy birthday, John McCander. Just asked for a birthday shout out. Big Padres fan. And wants a Padres win for his birthday present. I would like to be able to give that to you. It's out of my control. But I hope that happens. That feels good on your birthday. Xander's birthday was yesterday, and he got a Padres win.
Oh, it was Xander's birthday?
Yeah, it was Xander's birthday
that.
yesterday. That's pretty cool.
Is it his birthday again today?
No.
That would be good.
That would be great. But we don't get the double birthday.
True.
Yeah.
Our sports talk on the Fan presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. And we're going to be talking Padres baseball with Sam Levitt. Postseason Sammy will join us from the Windy City right after this check of traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. Okay, guys, focus. If you are out there driving, don't think about the game just yet. Wait till you get to the office. We've still got a number of problems. Newest crash on southbound 67 right at the 8 connector ramp. This one's got the fast lane blocked, a couple vehicles involved. In the East County westbound 8, just before Los Coaches, accident has been cleared out of lanes. Now, South 15, we still have this accident just before the King Freeway. Looks like several vehicles involved. 2 made it over to the right shoulder, but 1 still blocking that left lane. And northbound side of the 15 before Market Street, collision over to the right shoulder. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
And Sam Levitt joins us now live from Chicago, presented by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys facing criminal charges. Trust David P. Shapiro and his team, helping clients regain control since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. A little earlier today, so Sammy is not yet at Wrigley Field for the 2 p.m. game, 4 o'clock Central. So are you on the L somewhere traveling through town right now, Sammy?
No, I'm taking a nice little walk here, grab a cup of coffee, shower up, and then we'll get on the bus and head over to the ball yard.
Man, that was a fun one yesterday, Sammy. That was about everything that the doctor ordered. Brilliant performance from really everybody that grabbed a baseball yesterday for the San Diego Padres, starting with Dylan Cease. And, of course, the swing that was most needed in that lineup was the big bomb by Manny. I think at Park 101, when he hit it, I left my body for a minute. I kind of levitated and couldn't really regain my composure for about 5 minutes. It really was such a really cool, and it felt cathartic for Padres fans. Had to feel great for Manny, and I know you talked to him after the game.
Yeah, I think when you put into context some of Manny's struggles in the postseason games leading up to that moment, going back to the NLDS of last year, and also just what a grindy second half it's been. His struggles in the second half were certainly well documented. I think that's a huge moment for Manny, and hopefully a huge moment for this team and what he can do the rest of the postseason. I mean, big home run yesterday. Guess what? They need something like that today. You need more of it from a guy like Manny Machado. But yeah, I mean, I think in the context of his season, a really, really necessary moment for Manny Machado. And hey, as Ben always likes to say, as Manny goes, the Padres go, and that was certainly true yesterday. And the pitching staff certainly did their part as well, to your point.
I was actually kind of surprised because we talked about Manny's postseason, I wouldn't say struggles, but certainly maybe not lifting the team on his back. The Padres, he's homered in 7 of the 8 series now that the Padres have played with Manny Machado in the postseason. So it's not like he's disappeared in the playoffs by any stretch of the imagination. I think, though, and I want to know, Sam, keeping the crowd kind of at bay yesterday, that home run obviously silenced them tremendously.
The run in the first inning too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
other than those 2 home runs, the Padres have done a really good job taking the Wrigley Field crowd out of it, haven't they?
I agree, and I will say this is a great crowd at Wrigley. It really is.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're really good.
They're really good. They're getting up a lot. I mean, they're standing up on 3-2 counts
every time
to their hitters. I mean, with nobody on in a scoreless game. This is a very, very good crowd. It really, really is, and you can feel it when you're in the building. I'm with you. I thought the crowd was very much in it in game 1, even though they were trailing 1-0, because you had those situations with Boyd on the mound and the Padres squandering opportunities where they got big timeouts. And it felt like even though they were trailing 1-0, like they had some momentum, because you could just see it. The Padres were squandering opportunities, and then they hit the 2 home runs, and the total, tenor of the game changed. And I thought yesterday, from that perspective in that building, it was different. I mean, Cease did not let them have opportunities. Manny hits the home run, really took him out of the game, and then you just had dominance by the Padres bullpen. They don't let anything, start percolating from an offensive standpoint for the Cubs. And I did feel that yesterday the crowd was kind of out of it, which in game 1 it was not. Game 1 they were in it, and I thought they did a really nice job. And yesterday I thought it was different. They were kind of taken out of it after the home run and never had the opportunity to get back in it. And I do think that kind of stuff is important in a game like this today. I keep on looking at this matchup and looking at you, Darvish, and looking at the Cubs offense, which has not done much yet. And this is a good offensive team. They were great in the first half. They weren't as good in the second half, but they can hit home runs. I just keep looking at Darvish and saying, you know what? It is so important that you, Darvish, puts up a couple of zeros to start this game.
Massive.
You do not want home runs early. You don't want to fall behind. You don't want this crowd to get into it. So, look, it goes without saying in a game like this that your starting pitcher doing well early is a big deal, but I think especially on the road with that crowd, yeah, I mean, putting up some zeros early, taking a lead like they did yesterday feels incredibly important.
Talking to our pal Sammy Levitt, who's in Chicago right now. And Sammy, last one for me. Any surprises? Anything surprised you so far about this series? Lineup construction, things like that.
Yeah, I guess just the Cubs offense hasn't been very good, aside from a couple of solo home runs. I mean, one stumble by Pivetta, and yes, they got the insurance run late in game 1. But I mean, if I'm doing the Cubs post-game show, yesterday, I'm saying, hey, this offense has got to wake up, right? They have to wake up, and you have got a lot of hitters. You've got a lot of power in that lineup, and a lot of those big guys, whether it's Bush or Happ, and there are some others you can point to as well, have just not done much. And it's not, they had the 2 solo home runs in game 1, but it's not like they've been having tons of opportunities and extra base hits. I mean, there just hasn't been a lot from them. So that scares me that there's kind of a sleeping giant in there that could wake up at some point. And again, with you, Darvish, the home run ball has been a problem for him since coming back from the injury. That is one thing, that does scare me about today is he just has to find a way that first time through the order without giving up a long ball. This is a Cubs team that can hit home runs We'll see what way the wind is blowing. It's been blowing in the first 2 games of this series, but the home run ball has been an issue for you. And by the way, on the other side, I know Jameson Taillon, maybe he's a little bit of an unknown. He's been around a long time now, but he's never been a star. He's never been an ace-type pitcher. But he's had a good year, and he's been good as of late. So, it's not like it's a nobody that's going out there today for the Cubs. I just look at the first few innings as so, so important in a game like this for so many reasons. And Darvish keeping the home run ball in the yard, I think, is a big part of it, because we have not seen this Cubs offense be dynamic so far. They have not been, and you hope that sleeping giant doesn't wake up before this series ends.
One thing I've come to realize just watching the last couple of games, and we talked about it earlier, Jameson Taillon, I'm not surprised he's had a good season. Matthew Boyd is similar, kind of a journeyman most of his career, had a really good season. It's fun pitching in front of that defense, I think. If you are a Cubs pitcher, you can trust those guys behind you. They have made all the plays, but the Padres have also made all the plays. I don't know how much other baseball you've gotten to watch, Sammy, but Woods and I both agree. This has been by far the best played series of the wild card round.
Yeah, no, I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't seen every pitch of these games, but I saw the error that the guy making his debut in Cleveland made the error. I saw Teoscar dropping that ball in right field yesterday. So, no, you're so right. It's been a very, very clean series defensively for both teams. It really has been. Look, the Padres, and yes, Swanson, obviously, look, he probably was the MVP of the game in game 1, even though he didn't do a ton offensively, but the plays he made saved the game. I will say, the Padres played really good defense yesterday. The catch by Tatis, he makes it look a lot easier than it was. Yep. Makes a great catch. And that double play turn to end the game, that was big.
Nasty.
I mean, look, I'm sitting there field level and right outside the gate of the dugout on field level, waiting to possibly go on the field for the interview. And hey, they have a single. You've got Suzuki. I think Suarez, if I remember correctly, fell behind him. And you're sitting there kind of thinking, this could become a problem this inning. Gets the ground ball, and I thought the throw from Cronenworth was excellent. I really, really did. So you're right. The defense has been stellar on both sides, and that is a big factor today. You cannot make errors in a game like this that can cost you your season.
Without Dansby Swanson, you're getting your coffee in Milwaukee this morning and strolling through the streets waiting for a game 1 on Saturday.
Absolutely.
I firmly believe that.
No
He has kept the Cubs in this series. Sammy, hopefully we will talk to you from Milwaukee tomorrow, getting ready for a game 1. And you won't be heading home, but we won't know. We'll definitely be tuned into the pregame show 1 o'clock today before the 2:08 first pitch. Thank you, Sam.
All right, guys. Thank you. If you can hear the siren behind me, I'm sorry if it's loud.
No, can't even hear it.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.
Thanks, Sammy.
I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Jealous.
And a little bit
Wish
jealous.
I was there. God, I wish I was there today.
So jealous. Daytime baseball,
I'm
playoff
actually,
baseball.
I know, better time slot and all that. I don't want to wait till 2 o'clock today. These noon games have been perfect.
Does Craig Counsell need to do something a little dramatic today? I've got an idea that would be kind of shocking. I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. I'll do that. Second half of Ben and Woods, Eno Sarris. We got some real or fake. All coming up. Don't go away, Tier 1s. Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Yeah, we are halfway home on another playoff Thursday. Holy cow. Elimination game today, 2:08 p.m. ESPN is where you can watch the San Diego Padres take on the Chicago Cubs, trying to, win this wild card series and move on to the NLDS against the Milwaukee Brewers, Benjamin. And I'm very, very calm right now. Too calm. And it will get the excitement will, start to peak later on in the day. But right now, feel pretty good. Pretty good. Having a fun morning with you guys. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl. He's the executive producer of the program. Ben Higgins is your friendly neighborhood sports anchor as well. You were a touch nervous yesterday.
I was.
Didn't even eat.
I didn't.
Free food, and he turned it down. Did you even have like a nacho or anything?
I had a little bit of the pretzel that was in front of Paul.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And one wing that was sitting there.
Yeah, the wings were fantastic.
We went to try the wings.
We went to Park 101. The blue cheese was unbelievable. I was dipping my fries in it because I'm a fat slob. But
the fries were good.
Fries were unbelievable. I'm going back today. I'm taking my wife. We're going to go watch the game there. I'm excited because we haven't gotten to watch any playoff baseball together, which has been kind of terrible, to be honest. We have a great love and bond over the San Diego Padres, and we haven't gotten to watch any yet. So excited about that. Really excited to get, if you get through this game, you're on to Milwaukee.
I know that, knock on wood, if the Padres do go on, Adam's hoping to set up more watch parties, but you got to win today. If that's going to happen, and we'll have the details for you, hopefully as soon as tomorrow, if anything's going to transpire over the weekend.
It is literally like drinking from a fire hose this whole week. You're checking your text, you're checking your email. You're like, what are we doing? Where are we going? What's happening? And it's nuts. You don't have to buy me a drink. Street document says anyone goes buy me a drink. I'm not going to drink. I only had a half a beer yesterday. One of the tier ones bought me one. And I was too nervous to drink, but I'm never too nervous to like snack. I'll snack. I'm a nervous snacker. I must have chewed on 50 straws at least. I've like eaten them whole almost. I need that guy Frank, from Barstool. He has that pacifier thing around his neck that he chews on. I need one of those. If anybody knows where I can get one or wants to send one to me, I will wear it around my neck, and he just gnarls on it.
Bye, baby.
I'm like, bye bye baby. It looks good to me. It looks really, really good to me. I feel like I could use it because I gnarled my nails down to the nubs yesterday. I was just, it's really, really, Woods the Tank. There you go. I like that. Just wearing my chew toy necklace around wherever I go. But yeah, man, very, very excited, anxious for it all. I love it, man. Playoff baseball, there's just nothing like it.
I just wanted to keep going.
I know, me too. I want it to keep going, man. It's so exhausting, but it's just so much fun. Beatrice says I'm better than that. I'm not, actually. I have a serious oral fixation and I need something in my mouth.
You talk to your therapist at all about that?
Not really.
That's not, you don't go into those.
We don't.
Freudian type
No,
things?
not really. We don't talk about those things. It's more like really everything else but that. Because when I'm in there, I'm not gnarling on anything. I'm just talking and listening and learning. But I could really use
had a little container of plastic straws
I would
in
eat
her office.
I would eat it. Yeah, it's true. It's very, very, it's very strange. But yeah, listen, this is what we love, the playoff feeling. So many fan bases today don't have this disgusting, nauseous bubble gut feeling. And really, I really want to win the series because I love the team and I want them to keep rolling and have more fun. But I also want to get to Milwaukee because I really like that Milwaukee accent a lot, very much. The Green Bay, the Fargo accent, it makes me laugh every time. And it brought back, when I started thinking about Milwaukee this morning, I went, oh, I remember a couple of days ago, we were in the middle of a 7-mile spot and my co-host here just decided I'm just going to launch into a completely new accent that's different from the way that I normally talk.
This was incredible.
He's done it before. Like, remember the one time he said, he's done. Well, we asked him to do Australian. But remember, he was reading and he goes, the Texas Rangers. All of a sudden, he turns into Brian Kelly at LSU out of nowhere. So what is it about you that slips into different accents from time to time?
I don't know. This, I think, was more of a flub. That
the
sounded
Texas
like
Rangers.
That one was weird.
The
Texas Rangers.
Well, it was weird because they're in the South, right? Like Texas. You didn't slip into
the Boston
Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox. It's very weird.
I think I do, I hear something and tend to want to repeat it. So maybe someone had just said Texas Rangers and that sort of
Texas
accent.
Rangers. Amazing. But then in the middle of our 7 Mile spot.
Okay, so you texted me immediately after this spot. You're like, hey, because I was out. This was Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, when you get back tomorrow, I need you to pull the 7 Mile spot.
Correct.
Bro, I'm in the car. Which, by the way, listening to this show,
it's the weirdest.
In the car when I'm not there. Like, it was very weird.
Very weird.
Very weird.
Sitting in the cuck chair a little bit,
You guys sounded good.
How's it going over there? You guys good? You need anything? More lotion? I got it. Where's my cigarettes?
It was 9:18
weird.
on Tuesday morning, and you text me. I go, bro, I'm in the car. The movers had just pulled out onto the street, like they had just taken off. So I heard this whole spot, and I was dying laughing. What the hell happened, Ben?
When you go into a card room, you want to make sure that it's kept up
Card
nicely.
room? Yeah, I love a card room here in Green Bay. Check out 7 Mile Casino. Anytime you want to play cards.
Right there off Lake Michigan.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Blackjack, and high-gow poker, and baccarat, Texas Hold'em, all kinds of fun stuff. What happened to Smoke-free environment.
Go ahead and finish this up.
How are you? Just head on down the 5 to 7 Mile Casino. Just 7 minutes from downtown.
A card room.
A card room.
When you go into a card room, you want
a what?
It was a flub.
How was it a flub? You didn't say a
I
card.
got caught up in the card, and then as I tried to finish it, card.
You see those stories like on like Sunday morning?
Card room.
They're like, oh, this woman got hit in the head, and now she speaks fluent French. I'm like, there's something in him that's waiting to come out. When he finally snaps, he's just going to start speaking like in Latin. Like nobody's going to know why.
Margie, do I hit on the 16 or not?
You got to hit on the 16, Marge. It killed me. And as soon as he said it, you can hear, it took me a second to register. He did. Card. Don't you know? He's funny looking. He's just funny looking. You're amazing. You're amazing.
I think about the fan bases of the teams that didn't have to play this week. Philly, Milwaukee, Toronto, Seattle. They're just kind of waiting around. And I'm sure it's very calming knowing we can't lose in this round.
Right.
But as the games get closer, Saturday's game 1, all of a sudden, we've got to face one of these teams that is now playoff tested, just won a big series, in a game 3 probably. Or if you're the Phillies, oh great, we got the Dodgers. Ohtani's homering all over the place.
Yep.
It can't be the best feeling. This is why there was always that debate over, do you want to be the team with the bye that's waiting around all week?
The answer is yes.
And the answer is yes.
Every time.
And it always is yes. But this is the worst part of that week.
Oh, yeah.
Is the last couple of days where you're now seeing, this is who we've got to play. This team that has just answered the bell in their wild card series. Great. There's a great prize for us sitting around all week. Now we get to play the Dodgers. Now we get to play the Padres, hopefully, who just went into Chicago and took 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Or if you're the Brewers, I don't know that you want to face the Cubs either. You're looking at both of these teams going, neither of these matchups are very exciting for us.
Well, the cool thing is, if you're a Brewers fan, you've been unequivocally rooting for the San Diego Padres. You have. And not because you think that they're an easier matchup or you want to play them. You don't like the Brewers because they're a rival of yours, and you effing hate, the Cubs. And you effing hate Craig Counsell. Like, you want to see Craig Counsell bounced in the first round so badly, even though it may mean a tougher matchup for you, because we've played well against the Brewers, right? So
4 out of 6.
Yeah. So but you want Counsell down. You want them done, and you don't like the Brewers anyway. So if we can get there, man, it's going to be a great series against 2 really good teams.
So I mentioned Craig Counsell at the end of last hour and asked the question, does he need to shake something up? Remember, they've only scored 3 runs in 2 games against the Padres pitching staff. They've done nothing really against the bullpen. And I don't know what he can really do. The only thing that I would think of, and this would be bold and be second guessed, but you could bench PCA, who looks absolutely completely overmatched.
But you need him for defense. Series. You have to have him for defense.
I don't know who you'd put in, though, is the problem. Yeah, and you need him for. You could put Suzuki in center. He can play out there, but you're giving up defensively. I guess you just have to keep riding with him and hoping he breaks out of it. But he's taken some of the worst at-bats of the series against everybody.
Knock on wood. And yeah, he's trying to bunt with 2 strikes. I mean, he looks a little bit of a mess. We need to keep him that way. Period.
I know.
End.
I mean,
you cannot let that
Craig
guy
Counsell, I'm trying to get into the kid's head now, going like shake it off, forget about it. First 2 games are done. Try to instill some confidence in him, but yeah, you're probably very frustrated. He was one of the best players in baseball.
Yeah, the
MVP
early part of the
candidate
season, it
in
was
the first half of the season, and he's looked lost most of the second half. And I don't think they have any other choice. They haven't used Justin Turner at all.
That's just bad managing by Craig Counsell playing against the Padres. This is terrible managing. I hope he keeps it up.
But against righties, I mean, it's been a constant stream of righties. You could have thrown him in against Morejon, I guess, at some point, but I have not used him at all. I don't think in the series, right? I don't think we've seen him at all. I don't know. Do you shake anything up today if you're Craig Counsell?
I really don't think either manager does. I really don't. I think both lineups are going to look very similar, if not the exact same to what they have. I just don't think you make any dramatic moves right now. Or I was doing dramatic and drastic. Dramatic. It actually kind of works.
He does.
Yeah, dramatic moves right now. Dramatic. But no, I think they're probably going to run the same thing out there and let the chips fall where they may. I mean, at this point,
the Brewers are facing, another righty. They face
Cubs.
or the Cubs are facing all righties.
Yep.
Padres are actually facing a different-handed pitcher
Correct.
today, but I also don't expect them to change their lineup in any way, shape, or form.
No.
I'd be actually quite surprised
Yeah.
if Mike Schilt did anything differently in this game,
Yeah,
even with a right-hander on the mound.
No doubt. One thing that would be interesting is maybe moving Merrill to the 2 instead of Arise, or O'Hearn to the 2. That would be interesting to me.
I'm surprised we haven't had this conversation at all this season.
Like 100 times this year. That would be an interesting move.
What makes you think that the first 99 times that we talked about it and it didn't happen, that all of a sudden on the 100th time in Game 3 of the Wild Card Series, now it's going to happen?
What better time than when your back is against the wall?
Your back was against the wall yesterday, and they didn't do it.
Ran the same thing. Hey, it worked for Johnson County back in the day. So, as we heard yesterday.
Johnson City.
I'm sorry.
Johnson City.
6 straight lefties, and
it worked yesterday.
It did. Well, I mean, whatever you got to do to win it, dude. I don't care what you do, and I don't care who plays. Just get on to Milwaukee. I need to get to the Fister next week.
Do they stay there again?
100%.
Their spot.
I think every time, right?
Why would you stay anywhere other than the Fister?
Do the Padres? They don't have anyone like Mookie Betts who won't stay there.
Fister?
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Not that I know of.
Like who's too afraid and has to get their own Airbnb, because you don't want anyone not with the team.
Right, you want them with the team,
series.
especially in the playoffs. But
I don't think anybody who would be the Padre that is afraid of ghosts.
Luis Arise.
Yeah, I was gonna say Xander too, but Luis was a good call.
If I'm Mike Schilt,
I could see Joe Musgrove.
No, Joe's too.
I could see him being like, "No, I totally am."
I don't know. Luis Arise might make friends with the ghosts.
That's true.
Like,
if I'm Mike Schilt,
if I'm ghost tomorrow, it's amazing.
If I'm Mike Schilt today, I hang a big sign up in the locker room. It says, "Get to the Fister." That's our goal today.
Fister? Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the sign.
It just says Fister.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes. Let's go.
Totally unrelated to Ben drops, but back to that 7 Mile spot.
Yeah,
you guys weren't listening. You got to hear the full spot. Yeah, the accent part was funny,
right?
But did you hear before that? I don't know. I'll just play it. You tell me if there's anything that stands out to you.
Our card room is the best card room in San Diego. It's upscale. It's comfortable. Smells good in there. It's clean. I mean, it's that's not a small thing. When you go into a card room, you want to make sure that it's kept up
card
nicely.
room. Yeah, I love a card room. Man,
well, it's because it's smoke free.
Oh,
right.
I feel like I can use that.
Smells good in there. It's clean.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a small thing.
It's not a small thing at all. It's actually quite a big thing. Kind of like a deciding factor, to be honest with you. Paulie, nice ears on that one. And as soon as you played it, I knew exactly. How did I miss that in the first
Smells good in there. It's clean. I mean, that's not a small thing.
Yeah. Had I commented over that, I would have missed him saying card. I'm glad you're here to play backup. That was amazing. Think cards. Smells good in there. It's clean.
It smells good in there. It's clean. I mean, it's that's not a small thing. When you go into a card room, you want to make sure that
That's like 2 pieces of gold back to back.
We've been here 7 years now, give or take, at Odyssey.
Oh man!
At some point, they're going to have to install some sort of super computer to store
the
every
drops.
one of the Ben drops. That
I've got
Paulie
a
has pulled.
terabyte of dirty Ben drops.
For sure.
We're going to need like a cloud. We're going to need, Paulie's going to need so much data storage. We're probably going to bankrupt Odyssey just storing Ben drops over the years.
It's incredible, man. Incredible.
Like, what's this file from 6 years ago? Why do you have all these audio files from so long? Let's wipe them all up. No, we cannot lose a single one of those.
I just went to my
Can you
Ben
count them?
drops folder. Oh yeah, kidding me? Let's see. I just went to the folder and I searched by date for the oldest one. And let's see, we have almost 1,000 Ben drops, I think. The earliest one now. This just happens to be the day that we moved into 97.3.
Right.
We had some drops from before that. But if you go back by date, June 11th, 2019.
Okay.
This is the oldest Ben drop we have.
He said, quote, "What the F you looking at, bitch?" Quote.
It's the first one here at 97.3.
You looking at, bitch? The first of 1,000.
1,000. 1,000. This is insane behavior. Am I weird to think that I just want to hear them all one day?
It smells good in there. It's clean. I mean, it's not a small thing.
That's the first to the
it's
last.
Take an hour at least to play just them all in order.
How long would that take? Just rip through them.
Dude,
We'll just put together a
some of
best
these
of
old
show.
ones.
That'll just be 1 hour.
Felipe
DeBird.
What?
Tim Tebow's tampon.
Whoa! Whoa.
Tell your mom she still owes me money.
Oh my God, dude. I need all these. Some on like a disc or something, or like an album.
What? Like, how do we best
categorize
categorize all of
these?
these?
I want them delivered to the masses, man. I really do.
Those are the old drops.
They may need to be sorted, arranged in different,
I want them on
classifications.
I want them on vinyl. Like I would just sit and listen to it in my living room for hours and hours. That is.
All right, we need to take a time
That's
out.
incredible.
It is a Throwback Thursday, which means Real or Fake is our
Give
game
it to
today.
Daddy.
Real or Fake is
keep
our
them
game
coming.
today to try to qualify for the Sphere. Eagles tickets in Las Vegas to stay at the Venetian. Lock up the lines, Paulie, and then we'll open them up in a couple of minutes. 833-288-0973. We'll pick a contestant, play a little Real or Fake, and then Eno Sarris will join us to talk more playoff baseball, some smart playoff baseball coming up at the bottom of the hour with Ben Woods after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
Quickly, gang, let me tell you about my beloved friends over at Eco Water SoCal. We've got it. We got the system, the unit, as it were, in our home. One of the smartest, most practical upgrades I've ever made for my family. They got the latest, most advanced technology in water treatment for your family and or business. I'm lucky. Pretty much everywhere I go, I've got Eco Water, home and work. Not just the first in the industry, but the most advanced today. Technology that will let you check your system from your phone, alerts you if there's a problem, and keeps your water safe 24/7. They've been doing this since 1925 when they patented the first self-regenerating water softener, and nearly a century later, they're still leading the way. And you hear it and go, well, I think the stuff that comes out of our tap is okay. Let them come out and do a test for you, free in-home test. You'll be pretty surprised at what you're drinking every single day. Let's say you got the Brita filter, right? It's such a nightmare. You got to keep refilling it. This just comes out of your tap every single day. Out of every spigot in your home, you can drink Eco Water. And I do, and I have, and I will continue to do that. It's not just about protection. It's about better water for everything you use it for. It is fantastic. So try the Soft Life and alkaline water now, just $9.95 a month. Call 760-350-3338 or visit ecowatersocal.com. Let them know that Woodsy sent you over there. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. Keeping it soft since 1925. Eco Water, your water, it should be perfect.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Fake. ESPN has had that meeting with Ben McDonald.
It's unbelievable.
Who has walked
man.
back his "I won't be watching the hockey opener" comments, telling The Athletic this morning this was a joke. I respect the hockey players.
I
love hockey players.
He sounds like that football player that was like, "Oh, I never bet in college. Those are just inside jokes."
This is inside jokes.
Gambling, sports
debts.
gambling.
He followed up, said it was not a bang on hockey at all. The zero chance comment. It was following up on a conversation we had before the game about what we were doing after. I said, I'm disappearing off the grid to hunt. That's why he won't have a television. Otherwise, of course, he would be locked into the hockey opener between the Blackhawks and the Panthers.
Me?
Of course.
They call me Ben Hockey McDonald. That's what they call me. Ben, my nickname was the Puck in high school. That's what they call me. I love it. As soon as I finish up baseball practice down in Baton Rouge, I'd run right over and watch the hockey team. Yeah, they say, hey, look, Puck's here again. I can't keep Puck out of this arena. I drive the Zamboni. I love it. God dang, man. I can't even. It was just a joke. We joked before the game, and then he asked me, and I thought he was asking me about something else. I love hockey. Love it. Love it.
Crisis averted at ESPN. I'm
That's
sure that
unbelievable.
everyone now believes Ben McDonald is a diehard hockey fan.
Me? Of course. I love it. Can't get enough. Can't get enough hockey. Hockey. My wife's like,
call
Ben,
me the Puck.
Ben, come to bed. I said, I can't. Hockey's on. I'll be watching it all night. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's so cowardly. I'm telling you, look, everybody has to wear it in life a little bit. Just be convicted about something. Be like, I don't like hockey. I'm not going to say I am. And also, I would have said to Kevin Brown, hey, D-head, don't ask me. Do the read and move on. And don't be like, hey, Ben, you're going to watch, aren't you? Like you're trying to get me killed. And then I still would have gone to my bosses and said, I don't like hockey. I'm not going to tell people I like hockey when I don't like hockey. I maybe shouldn't have said 0%, but be like, no, I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's be convicted, man.
Yeah, I knew there'd be a meeting at some point.
That's so. And nobody buys this. Nobody buys this. I love it. It's my favorite. Me, Chris Chelios, Gretzky. I know him. He was good.
Start thinking. What's his name? How?
Luke, the guy, Luke Robitaille, whatever. That's Robitaille.
Gordie Howe.
Yeah, Gordie Howe, Ed Balfour. I mean, bro, just wear it.
Timo salami.
It's so good. It's so good. He really had to come out. And apologize.
We got to play Real or Fake. I think you'll like this game. Let's get to it.
Some are here for the compelling sports talk with Ben and Woods. Yeah, you can go plow through another donut. It's time for Real or Fake on 97.3 The Fan. Tell the people what they'll win today.
Real or Fake brought to you by Bay Alarm, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you, and we got Jeremy as our contestant today. Hello, Jeremy.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
We're doing good, and you're going to be doing great. If you can get 4 out of 7 right, you will qualify for our grand prize drawing. I believe you'd be our 8th qualifier this month for the trip to Las Vegas to see the Eagles at the Sphere on January 30th, a 2-night stay at the Venetian Resort, a Vibey VIP package, and a $100 gas card. Eagles have added shows to their residency for 2026. You can check it all out at Ticketmaster.com. All right. Here's our category today. Remember, you can ask Woods for one phone a friend help. We're taking you back to 1984, the year of the Padres Cubs NLCS. I will give you a movie title. You tell me if it was a real movie that reached number 1 at the box office in 1984 or a fake I've made up for today's game. And guess what? You're not getting Ghostbusters or Indiana Jones.
Real.
You are getting some more obscure ones today. Jeremy, you ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Round number 1, real or fake 1984 movies. All of Me, real or fake? All of Me.
We're going to go real.
Yeah.
Real.
Steve
Martin, Lily
Yeah.
Tomlin.
Great
Very
movie.
good.
Yeah.
All right, you're 1 for 1. Let's go to round number 2. Unfaithfully Yours, real or fake, Jeremy?
Real.
It is real. Dudley Moore and Nastasha Kinski.
What was it called?
Unfaithfully
Unfaithfully.
Yours.
I think I saw that,
I
too.
don't know how Dudley Moore became like a romantic leading man in the 1980s.
Who looked at it and was like, that's it. Sex symbol, sex god.
He was
He
like
was very charming, though, because he's British. Yeah. If he talked
Hugh
like
Grant
us and looked
before
like
Hugh
that,
Grant,
right.
I guess. I mean,
Well, Hugh Grant's attractive.
Exactly,
Yeah.
though. And how did Dudley Moore get all these movies?
I don't know.
I never understood it. All right, you're 2 for 2. All right, let's go round number 3. Silkwood, real or fake? Silkwood.
That's fake.
That's real, isn't it?
Meryl Streep, Kurt Russell, and Cher.
Brilliant movie.
There's Dudley Moore in our YouTube stream.
Where's Dudley Moore on our YouTube?
Sex symbol of the 1980s.
Turn your mics off for a second, real good. That's what he looks like to me. Does he not? Does he not?
I don't know what it looks like. Okay. All right, we're 2 out of 3. We'll go to round number 4. Autumn in Glass, real or fake, Jeremy?
You go fake.
That one is fake. All right, you're 1 away from winning here. That's 3 right, 1 wrong. We're going to round number 5. Neon Skies, real or fake?
I think I know, but let's ask Woods to make him feel good today.
All right.
I think
Get
it's
this one right.
I think it's fake.
Jeremy,
Yeah,
is that what
I
you
do
were
too.
thinking too?
Yeah, we're going fake.
You going fake?
Yeah.
Nicely played.
Yeah, let's go, Jeremy.
And real or fake? Twice in a lifetime, Woods?
Huh?
Twice in a lifetime?
Real.
Fake.
Fake. Damn it.
Marble Hearts.
Fake.
Fake. All right.
Marble Hearts.
Jeremy, congratulations. Hang on the line. Paulie will get your information. You are in the drawing for the Eagles at the Sphere. We need to take a timeout. When we come back, Smart Baseball with Eno Sarris. We'll talk all about the wild card series going on and get Eno's thoughts on Padres Cubs coming up next year on 97.3 The Fan. First, though, I'm going to tell you about SDFatLoss.com. Today's the day to start the program. You know, I went into the app they set you up with at SDFatLoss.com to track some of your habits, including your weight. I've been tracking my weight for now 2 years and 3 months. And I have been a straight line. I mean, within like a pound or two for 2 years, I have kept every pound I lost off. 40 pounds in 60 days, 2 summers ago. You can have the same success story right now with SDFatLoss.com. Lose up to a pound of fat per day and 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days by eating real foods from the grocery store. Nothing that you have to buy like shakes or bars or mixes. There's no injections, no exercise necessary. They will tell you how. Just set up your free consultation at SDFatLoss.com. Your coach, your counselor will explain it all, kind of when to eat, how to eat, the science behind it. It is doctor developed. It's going to help change your metabolism, and then it's so sustainable because you've been eating real foods. You're not going off shakes or bars. You're just continuing to eat the way you've been eating, and it is just a program that changed my life. Change yours as well before the holidays even start. You can be a new you by December if you start today. Just set up your free consultation. Go to sdfatloss.com. That's sdfatloss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Maybe Eno Sarris can look into the numbers and figure out why Dudley Moore was such a sex symbol in the 1980s. And we can talk a little playoff baseball. Eno will join us right after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Trouble on westbound 8 just before the 15. Accident blocking the 3 right lanes. Emergency crews on scene. Also, eastbound 8 for the 125. Accident now over to the right shoulder. Southbound side of the 67 got a crash at the 8. And northbound 125 at the West 8 connector. Accident over to the right shoulder. Southbound 15 before the King Freeway. Accident blocking the left lane. And we still have this accident on the Garnett on-ramp to southbound 5. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's time for the super polished, yet to be named Smart Baseball Weekly segment with Eno Sarris, son of a bitch. Brought to you by 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from the ballpark, by the bay in Chula Vista. Here's Eno Sarris with Ben & Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
I think we've unlocked the secret to very smart baseball. Throw 104.5 miles an hour right on the corner at the knees, and that looks very, very smart.
Best pitch you've ever seen, Say it. Say it.
Oh, my God. Might be the best pitch ever in the history of baseball.
I thought so, too, man. Never seen anything like that before. I would like to see it a few more times, actually a bunch more times over the next few weeks or so. What a performance by Mason Miller in his first postseason ever. The moment doesn't seem too big for young Mason.
No. I mean, what an appearance, man. That was just straight fire. And the only question I got is, with him having pitched 2 nights in a row, I guess he's available tonight.
He says he is. And I think this is a great morning to you. We've given you a couple opportunities to do it, but Eno Sarris is probably, other than maybe AJ Preller, the biggest Adrian Morejon fan on the planet. And I can't even imagine, I can't even imagine a world without him now, as it pertains to the San Diego Padres. We won 90 games. I'm guessing we would have won probably somewhere around 78 games, maybe even less, without Adrian Morejon this year. He's been unbelievable.
Yeah, I talked to Ruben Niebla about Morejon, of course, and one of the things that stuck out was that he, like somebody, there's a kind of a little mini trend around baseball about lowering your arm angle, because there's been some research that suggests that lower arm angles are a little bit healthier, but also just for him, it just led to, I think, a command breakout. Everything just was a lot like exactly where he wanted it this year, as opposed to, and Neil sort of brought me through the mechanics of, like, he was kind of had to do weird things with his head when he was trying to reach up and get, that higher arm angle.
Yeah.
Once he kind of came down lower, he didn't have to kind of whip his head around to get it through. So in any case, the stuff was always there, but this is the best year for him in terms of command.
You asked, Miller, is he available? He said, yeah, he can do it. He did pitch 3 days in a row for the A's earlier this season, 60 pitches in those 3 games. He's thrown 40 the first 2. So, we think that he could be available for 20. You've often told us, though, every pitcher, a reliever throws over the season makes them less effective. Have you done a dive into the numbers in terms of pitching back-to-back days or 3 days in a row, the effect that has on bullpen arms?
And does the being in the playoffs change that?
The adrenaline, who knows?
I think the big thing is that he can't be available for 2 innings tonight.
Right.
And I don't have the numbers on hand, but yes, you have reduced effectiveness. But if you just threw maybe one of the best pitches ever in the history of baseball, maybe you can be a little bit reduced off of that and still be great. So, I'm not necessarily worried about his performance. Maybe with Morejon a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't use. I might use him almost as not a lefty 1-out guy, but if there's 2 lefties in a row, just try to get him or try to finish an inning and just get 1 out with him. I just think that with his injury history and how much he finally pitched this year, that I would be a little bit more careful with him. So I think that one of the key guys might be Jeremiah Estrada. pitching against his former team, I think he's going to have to get out there and get some outs because I don't think you can push these guys as far as as they did yesterday.
Now, as far as the strategy by the Padres today, you saw the strategy by Craig Counsell yesterday going with Kittredge as an opener. And listen, you scored 1 run off him, so that's a backfire. That strategy did not work. He did not do his job and throw up a 0. Yu Darvish is going to be on the bump today. I'm not alone in saying that I'm a little bit nervous about Yu Darvish. He struggled with the long, giving up the long ball. First innings have been a little bit rough. I really don't know what to expect from Yu Darvish. I really don't. Would you employ a different strategy if you had the reins, so to speak? Would you go with a Wandy Peralta perhaps to get through Bush and Tucker in the first?
I think I would. I think it can be effective. Although you saw yesterday that they tried to be tricky.
Yep.
I think what's interesting is they tried to be I don't know if tricky is the right word, but they tried to do this opener strategy, and they used Andrew Kittredge, and he gave up a run. Now, I actually think that's not bad because the first inning is the only inning in which you're guaranteed to have your best hitters up.
Yeah, true.
That's why the whole opener strategy started. And they used someone that could get righties out to get through the 2 tough righties at the top. Now, they did give up a run. I think what they didn't do was execute the strategy on the other end. I think that Imanaga should not have pitched to Manny.
To Manny, yeah. I actually, if I were Craig Counsell yesterday and I wanted a righty to get out, so I just would have gone with Palencia because he looked pretty much unhittable the other night as well. And I know that he may have been down, but he'll certainly be available today. I expect Counsell and Schilt, frankly, to be really aggressive today because, well, there is no tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would go Peralta for the tough lefties at the top. Yu Darvish for maybe 2 innings in between 3 innings, and you have Michael King too.
Yep.
So I think I would just be aggressive that way and get to the back end of my bullpen with maybe 2 starters, using 2 starters. So I we'll see. Yu Darvish is interesting in 2 respects, is that he has all those pitches, and every additional pitch you throw makes you better against the 3rd time through the order penalty. So it's really hard to kind of keyhole Yu Darvish because he throws so many pitches. And then the other thing is that he lowered his arm angle, and they haven't seen that. They haven't seen the new Yu Darvish.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I think changing up the velocity they've seen the last couple of days, even though that's probably a relief for them, could also be a bit of a curveball, both literally and figuratively, for the Cubs today. Playoff baseball, obviously it's small sample size. You've said many times you can't really apply all the big numbers, but we've seen the big arms generally coming through from Garrett Crochet, Blake Snell, obviously Tarek Skubal. Yamamoto pitched well yesterday. That has had a big effect. The teams with aces and big arms at the top of the rotation have used them to great effect so far in the postseason. I mean, it can't be surprising when it happens, but then again, sometimes it still surprises us because the playoffs are so random.
Yeah. Yeah. But so far, there's been a lot of star power, Manny doing the big homer, I guess it's surprising given, a little bit of a second half issues, but it's not surprising given, Manny being a big game hitter. So, I think, there's sort of a balance there between surprising outcomes and, your main guys coming through. I mean, I think if they win tonight, it's going to have to be with Tatis and Manny again.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Dodgers? What looks like their plan now to use Roki Sasaki potentially as their closer in the entire month of October?
He was the 7th last night?
He was the 9th last night.
Was he the 9th last night?
They had a 4-run lead, so he didn't get a save, but he was the 9th inning pitcher last night.
I fell asleep.
I mean, I think 2 things. I think it doesn't solve their problem completely because you saw them give up runs with their relievers to the Reds.
Both days.
And the Reds are surprisingly bad offense, actually. They're below average offense most of the time.
And defense and pitching in this series, too. They just were bad.
Very bad.
I mean, it wasn't a great series for them. But yet but yet the relief for the Dodgers still gave up runs. And so I would say that they still have a problem in the bullpen, and maybe they can solve it with Tyler Glasnow and their extra starters or whatever. And yes, also Roki Sasaki looked really good. I mean, he's sitting 100. Some of his issues with the fact that he doesn't have a good breaking ball, that kind of goes away a little bit. When you're sitting 100 and throwing the splitter off of that, you don't have to get through the lineup as many times. This might be the role for Roki. Once I saw him, this year, even in the spring, I said, this guy could be a closer for them. So I think this might be his best role, at least until he figures out an expanded arsenal, and at least for now. So it helps them, but I don't know that. I wrote up a prediction for the Phillies and Dodgers, and I still gave the Phillies the advantage in the bullpen.
All right. Before you go, Eno, I got 3 last quick fire questions for you for the last game 3s today. If you are the Seattle Mariners, you are cheering for the Guardians or Tigers today?
Guardians, because that offense is really bad.
Okay. If you are the Toronto Blue Jays, are you cheering for the Boston Red Sox or the New York Yankees today?
That's a tough one, man. Those are
tough.
Really well-matched teams. I guess the Red Sox.
You'd rather face the Red Sox.
The lineup is not as scary. The Yankees lineup can be very scary.
Okay. And finally, if you were the Milwaukee Brewers, are you cheering for the Chicago Cubs or the San Diego Padres today?
I think Cubs, man. I think that this.
You don't want to face the Padres.
Yeah, I think the Cubs have a sort of a tasty pitching staff.
Interesting.
I hope we can fill up today on that tasty pitching staff, because some runs, 3 runs yesterday was for Padres fans, 3 runs felt like a lot.
Feels like they need some runs today. Both teams feel like they need some runs to win today.
Yeah, you need some big ones.
Power
today.
matters, though. I mean,
it does.
The power outage in San Diego is the thing that makes me the most nervous.
100%. But Tatis has been trying to go out and get the ball a little bit too much.
Hey,
honestly,
7 homers in September.
I know, and it's, so far in the playoffs, they're pitching him away, and he's trying to pull everything. So it's oh man, all right, what do we need from him? Yeah, if they
adjusted yesterday, got a single.
They're not throwing him in the zone. They're not. Why? Because he'll swing at the first pitch almost every AB.
He scored 2 runs yesterday.
I
It wasn't
understand.
a bad game for Tatis.
I didn't say it was, but what I'm saying is he's not. In September, he was going out to get it, like Eno said, pulling the ball, hitting home runs. Now he's going out to get it, trying to pull.
He was jumpy in game 1. He was better yesterday. Eno, good stuff. We will talk more playoff baseball within the next
Mom and Dad fighting here. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
All right, later, buddy.
Love Eno Sarris on a Thursday, Smart Baseball Thursday. I don't think we're arguing. I mean, we both agree Tatis was not great in game 1.
Yeah. Jumpy.
I thought he was much better. The walk that he worked was great at bat.
Great AB.
The single, he was a little jumpy on the first pitch. I'm glad he fouled it off to start the game, and then came back and got the single.
And then later, first pitch hacking,
that
opportunity to get a guy.
That one wasn't as great. He was trying to go the other way and be smart and move the runner over from second to third, but just drive the ball, Fernando. Just drive the ball.
He's really hunting. He's hunting first pitch. So stop. They're not going to throw you anything in the zone now. They're just not going to throw you a first pitch strike because they know you'll offer.
I might even, if I was Mike Schilt, Victor, I might say take one because they are afraid to throw you a strike.
See one.
Take 2 maybe. We'll see.
See one.
All right, we've got 1 hour left. Paulie, Reindl Report coming up next.
Yes.
That's a good tease.
Love it.
Yes is the answer.
Sounds hot.
To a Reindl Report coming up next with Ben and Woods on San
I got
Diego's
something for you in the Reindl Report. Don't worry.
97.3 The Fan. Final hour of Ben and Woods on another elimination day. But this time, it's an elimination day for both the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Game 3 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way. 2:08 first pitch, our time, 1:08 pregame show from Wrigley Field with Sam Levitt right here on 97.3 The Fan.
Good. Everything's good. It's great.
Breathe.
I'm going to try to take a nap pregame. I don't know that I'll be able to.
We'll have 4 hours between the end of the show and the start of the game.
Yeah.
I would go as early as possible. The closer you get to game time, the tougher it gets.
You guys get tired when you get filled with adrenaline? I do
Absolutely.
too. I get really tired.
Down, yeah.
I might have done.
I almost fell asleep driving home yesterday.
I might have dozed off in game 1. I might have, just so you know. I might have dozed off for a second because I was so hyped.
Sitting in traffic, driving home yesterday after Park 101. Now I was sitting in the sun for a little bit.
Yeah.
So the sun zap energy kills you. And then there's the anxiety of the game leading up to the game. And then there's the stress of watching the game.
Then there's the release.
And then there's it's a lot of physical, mental emotion. And then you're stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Moving slow. You're I just need to get home.
If only there was something I could do at home in an empty house to calm my nerves. Can't think of anything,
but the players better be able to go up there and hit 101 miles an hour with the same emotions and adrenaline that's been running through their bodies.
Yeah, well, listen,
the entire time.
You're not paying me $30 million a year to watch baseball, So if you were, I'd be locked in. Okay, you can rest assured, I'd be parked right in front of the TV, my friend.
World's highest paid baseball watcher. Stephen Woods,
30 mil.
All right, let's get to it. It is time to see what else we've missed today. It is the Reindl Report.
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. It is the Reindl Report. All right. It's brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Let's see here. I got
What time's the first game today? Noon?
Noon.
Okay. So the
12:08, 2:08.
Yeah, okay. All right.
What is it?
5:08. Noon to 5.
Noon, 2, and 5. All right. Typically on Thursdays in the 9 o'clock hour, we would do an NFL threesome. I think we're going to bump that maybe to next week. But when we do it, it's brought to you by Hamul Casino Resort, the Players Place. We do have Thursday night football though tonight. I don't know if you're going to be. Are you going to be all in on the baseball? It's Yankees, Red Sox, the night game.
Yeah, I'm watching playoff.
You're watching
0%. Hey, 0% chance I watch that game.
Thank you, Ben McDonald.
Rams 49ers not doing anything for you.
I don't think.
I will say I'm with you. I'll be watching the baseball. I think the Thursday night football product, watching at home,
it's gotten better.
Is my favorite now.
Yeah, it's gotten better.
The
Amazon
next gen
Prime?
stats,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, their broadcast, it's been really good.
And
There
I
was
don't think
one
we're
other,
not joining in progress tonight.
we are not
anything.
airing
No,
that.
we're not
tonight.
airing it tonight.
No,
but
we're gonna.
is
We don't know because look,
Niners Seahawks.
It's
no,
either
Niners Rams.
Niners Rams. It's either going to be a sad Padres post game show, obviously the final one, or it's going to be the locker room celebration where Jesse's throwing down to Tony for like an hour plus. So
I'm all in.
You just can't plan for that, so we won't be carrying it. But there was another NFL story though. If we have a couple of minutes here, I need to ask you guys, what the hell's going on with Shedeur Sanders this week? I saw a very weird video of him like miming an answer, and
I can explain it.
Came right after the announcement that Joe Flacco is being benched. They're going with Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur is going to remain QB3. So you could assume he's a little bummed about that, and he wants to get some opportunities.
I can explain it very simply.
But there was a very weird exchange in front of his locker.
There's an easy explanation to it. You ready?
For those of you not watching on YouTube right now, Woods is mouthing a lot of words.
and there
He
it is.
explained everything in great detail.
It's symbolism, right? They named Dylan Gabriel the starter, not him. So he's still trapped in his glass box.
Oh,
as a,
yeah,
he's a backup
like a
in
mime.
glass box.
They asked him questions out loud. out loud.
in the locker room.
And
and
you
he
know, they're
starts-
trying to get him to say something.
Yeah, they're trying to get him to say, "I think it sucks. I think I'm better. I should be the quarterback." I
Because
mean,
the
that's
raw
what they want.
answer is ultimately, and anybody would feel the same way. What do you want me to say, guys?
So
Like,
people said he was responding to Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan was
yes,
pretty
that
harsh.
came out after the fact.
But because Rex Ryan's like, you need to be in the front row, you need to be paying attention, blah, blah, blah. Listen, Rex Ryan may be right. Shedeur Sanders may be right and feel justified in it. That's obviously a beef that they have. It was a weird way to respond. As a grown-up adult, to get in front of the media, there's been plenty of guys that have gotten in front of the media and said, I don't have any comment. I have no comment. I'm only here so I don't get fined. We love it. We think it's great. But that was beyond weird. And I like Shedeur. I do. That was beyond weird, and it was beyond childish to go up there and mouth words to reporters like you're saying something, but you're not. I just thought it was really weird.
I thought Scott Van Pelt, I was watching after the Dodgers-Reds game last night. He came on SportsCenter. He made a really good point. He said there are 32 NFL teams. They all have third-string quarterbacks. You don't know the names of 31 of them. But you know Shedeur Sanders, which is a really tough spot for him to be in. Nobody else asks any questions of the third-string quarterback. You go years as a third-string quarterback, and the media will not come up to your locker
Ever.
once. You could be the third stringer for a team for 4 years. There's guys who have been sitting there as a third stringer who never get in a game. Then no one ever writes a piece about them. Never does an interview with them. They just go about their business every single day, and no one ever talks to them.
The dynasty team right now. It's the Chiefs.
And reporters,
do you know who their backup is? And you certainly don't know who their third stringer is.
Backup.
They've been in the Super Bowl media
Wasn't it
days.
Carson Wentz, but I
everything.
think he's on another
gone
team
now.
now.
Yeah, he's gone.
I'm gonna look it up.
And then look up their third stringer. I have no idea.
And Shedeur has media coming up to him every single day as a third stringer.
Gardner Minshew
is the third stringer. He's the
Second
backup
string,
now. He's the backup. Who's the third stringer? No idea.
They don't even have one listed on ESPN.
Yeah,
Mahomes and Minshew.
Yeah, that's
there's someone on the practice squad that's probably the third stringer.
That's wild.
So you're putting Shedeur in a really tough situation. Now, did
Just
he
weird.
bring
It was
some of it on himself
Sure.
by being who he is?
It was just a weird. It was just a weird way to respond, and obviously, like, hey, man, here's way more attention than I'm sure you or your team wanted at this point. But yeah, man, it was.
Well, it's like, hey, be honest. How do you feel about this? It's like, well, what do you think? How do you think I
feel great.
feel?
Actually, it's awesome.
I love not
I
playing.
love not playing. I love being.
I love
the
seeing
third
other
stringer.
rookies get their chance instead of me. Like,
Yeah.
it's a stupid
It's the
question. It
best.
was a
It's
bad
cool.
answer. It's
He
very
was also
weird.
drafted, 4 rounds earlier than you were. So of course he should get his chance first.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we'll go to college football. Ben has been sitting on this literally since the minute he got in this morning, around 5:30.
Frothing.
He has been asking us to play this.
We've pushed it long enough.
I wish
we owe it to him.
I wish that I loved anything in this world as much as Ben loves or loved the Twitter bit from like
8
years ago of Captain Andrew Luck.
It was a good bit. Andrew Luck had the really 1800s beard.
Yes.
And the guy that they said he was like a Civil War, leader, and would tweet as though he was a Civil War leader for each game that the Colts were going to play. It was good bit.
I just got PTSD of being at the mighty 1090 in the studios. We were a pretty new show, and him over here, Paulie, would come
Every
in
day.
and just fired up about the latest Captain Andrew Luck. I think we did a bit on it. We made Ben read it, and he was just giddy.
It was funny the first time. I'll even say I think I laughed probably the second and third time.
Maybe even the seventh
The
time.
69th time, it's like, okay, Jesus. So
people in the YouTube chat agree with me.
He
Love
loved it.
Captain Andrew
He
Luck.
loved it.
Captain Andrew Luck was great.
So
He
this dude walks in this morning, and he it was one of these where he slaps his hands together. He's like, "Did you see that? I sent it to the Twitter account, guys. Check this
So
out.
Andrew Luck is serving as the interim athletic director at his alma mater, Stanford, this year. Stanford does not have a very good football team. They're looking for something to draw some fans in.
Yeah.
So they have come up with a giveaway.
Yangler's coming up. Jesse Yangler.
First 20,000 fans are going to get. It's a Captain Andrew Luck bobblehead where he looks like
the Civil War general.
And they came up with a teaser video starring one Andrew Luck.
Dearest mother, the young men whom I proudly steward have eagerly embarked on this campaign. We are brimming with excitement. My
Sounds
hand
like it.
trembles in fervor as I write to tell you that, while in preparation for upcoming battles, we have unearthed a most surprising bounty of relics. 20,000, by more precise count, each bearing an oddly striking, yet parodic resemblance to your own son. How curious. My unit is set to distribute each relic in gratitude to our supporters who rally to our cause against Notre Dame's Shamrock Battalion on a late November's Eve. Joy will abound, a chorus of raucous cheers will be heard across the land, and a great many heads will bob. Exhilarating. Thank you for the robust care parcel of squirrel oil and pickled weasel tail. Stupendous. Tell the cows, hogs, and sheep hello for me. With love, Andrew.
To the Notre Dame game, Woodsy.
So-
Give out some Andrew Luck bobbleheads.
I'm burning with excitement.
I had not actually watched any portion of that. Ben sent it over. Of course he did. And I just loaded it up. That was the first time I've seen it. I wish I probably wouldn't have even brought it up had I watched it because the text was lame. The enthusiasm was not there. Honestly, it was the mixing for me. I couldn't hear him because the music was too damn loud.
audio, not enough Andrea. They mixed it poorly. I'll grant you that, Paulie.
My unit is brimming with
Well, I
excitement.
think the deadpan is part of it. It needs to be deadpan.
I'm so happy.
People
Thank
were
you for the
not
squirrel
excitable.
oil.
They were not excitable in the 1800s. You know what?
How do
Because
you
life
know?
sucked.
How do you know?
There's nothing to be excited about.
Doc Holliday
you
seemed
get
pretty
cholera
excitable.
and you die.
Yeah,
and
but you had morphine at on every corner. Laudanum. Cocaine was legal. You just do whatever you want. Just literally do whatever you drink all day. It's all dusty.
Life was miserable.
It really
life was. They were excited to go to war and die because life was so boring.
That's true. It's true.
Oh.
It's very wholesome, as Matt says. He appreciates a very wholesome bit. And so does one Ben Higgins, who's also very wholesome. He is a recovering 2% milk addict, and he is now off of 2%.
Down to 1.
One of my favorite moments of the
Weaned
year.
myself down to 1.
Weaned himself down. And he's also
I did
very
get
wholesome.
spicy yesterday and tried my first ever flaming hot Cheeto.
Yes, he did. Well, did you just have one?
I had 2.
2?
Yeah.
Just 2, and that was enough?
That was enough.
All right.
Tried it.
Oh,
Because people died from a cold.
Yeah, they did.
All right. And then finally, got a pretty weird story here that I think they might be onto something. Holiday Inn Express.
Okay.
Haven't stayed at a Holiday Inn Express in maybe ever, but been a long time if I have. They're trying something, though, that I think I can get on board with. They are working on scent-based alarm clocks. Like a diffuser that has
just,
like you can set your coffee machine to pour a cup at 6 a.m. or something. You can set your alarm clock to have like a diffuser scent at a certain time, and they're gonna have like breakfast items,
bacon,
something to like wake you up. So coffee, bacon, and blueberry muffin.
Does that actually wake you up, or is it just making the wake up more pleasant when you
Maybe
smell
it makes it
something?
more pleasant. It probably still has a buzzer.
I don't think it actually wakes you up to smell coffee. It just
I think
makes
it puts you in a better
pleasant.
mood.
I can see that.
We got this smart alarm for Christmas, I think last year. It's a Hatch clock. And
it smells like Hatch chilies.
It smells like Hatch chilies, yeah. No, every morning a rooster hatches.
A hatch drops and you fall down 10 feet.
No, but what it is, you can actually you can set up, they call it like a slow awake or something.
Yeah.
And so you can set it if you set up for 5 a.m., you can start it at 4:45 and like a light slowly slowly builds
Like
up and
Foreplay,
illuminates. And you wake up, you're like, oh, that was much easier than like a violent like wake up. Holy hell.
Yeah.
So they're working on this right now. They've been using them in Australia and New Zealand. Guests at Holiday Inns can do coffee, bacon, or blueberry muffin scented.
But then you want it.
See, that's the thing. Matt
want
says,
it.
How
Genius by them.
disappointing to smell that and have nothing to back it
But
up.
you go downstairs
You're going
for the
downstairs.
continental breakfast.
Yes, I don't really trust fake smells. Like when they offer you at the car wash,
Ooh, I do.
I don't know. I just feel like it's fake. It's
I
not
love
real
it.
pine.
They have a
Who gets pine though?
What else do you get? Pine
I
is
get
the only
new
one I ever
car
think
or
about.
I get cherry.
New car.
Yeah.
What is in that?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
It
it's
just
great.
seems like a bunch of chemicals.
I like cherry too.
cherry.
Yeah,
You
love
like your
the
car to smell like
very much.
cherries.
Very much. Very much. Very, very much.
in Japan,
Vanilla's
they have
good.
a pear
But
option.
no, the smell of vanilla is good,
Nashi
but
pear?
fake vanilla smell, I don't know. What's that?
In Japan, you can choose nashi pear.
Pear. Ooh,
Pear.
Yeah, it's a
In
good
Singapore
smell.
and Thailand, they have mango as an
Sickly
option.
sweet. I don't know. I don't want a sweet
What would
smell
you
when
like
I
to
wake
smell
up.
when you wake up?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just clean, fresh
Bleach.
air.
Yeah, fresh air. Hannah loves the smell.
I
of
don't know.
bleach.
I don't mind the smell of bleach.
If
She
the
does.
alarm goes off and you are greeted with the smell of coffee, I think that's a pretty good way to start your day.
I kind of dig this. I would think I would get this.
I
in
would
my
at least
house.
try it.
But the problem is I would wake up that smell of blueberry muffins and coffee and bacon, which is one of my favorite
get fat.
breakfasts. I mean, I would get up and be like running to the kitchen to look for blueberry muffins and bacon.
So now you jumped the gun just a little bit. Now, this is not available in the United States yet. I think they're working on it. They're testing it out.
I would
see
like
how
to
it
have
works.
one.
Because it's a Holiday Inn Express, you just mentioned the continental breakfast. They're not just like tickling you or anything here. They're actually offering you breakfast as well. They're
course.
like they're just trying to make it
Get you
more
downstairs.
pleasant experience. It's a free breakfast. I think you can even arrange for them to bring it up to your room. I'm not sure.
What's your favorite weird smell?
Weird
Oh,
smell.
weird smell.
Like I love gasoline, but I think a lot of people do. I don't huff it or anything, so I don't get any ideas. But I like the smell
You
of
go to the,
gasoline. I like paint. I like a paint
you go into
smell.
the tire section at Costco and
The
smell
rubbery.
like rubbery tires.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that one.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
You ever have like change in your pocket, coins, and then you get like that weird metal smell?
I do not like that smell.
I don't like it either. It's a weird smell,
That's
though.
a
and it's-
weird one.
You're like,
You do smell it,
but
but
you're like,
it's
and you
true.
go back for more.
Sharpies, a little bit tart for me, to be
When
honest.
you were in school, the jar of rubber cement.
I loved it.
I shouldn't do it, but
I know you shouldn't do it, but
Yeah.
I did
The
it.
jar of rubber cement, by the way.
Remember that?
No, I don't.
You didn't
Oh,
have
you
it.
don't?
Wasn't-
It had a little brush.
Had a
and you'd
brush
open
in
a
it.
jar, and
We just make little balls.
okay, we're old.
We had glue
We're old.
sticks.
Yeah, we had jars of rubber cement.
We made little balls with it, and you throw them at your buddies. And you would also take it on the get a little buzz. And it's like 8th grade. You'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, this project, I'm gonna need a lot more rubber cement. And you're over in the corner, just blah 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 blah. Ooh,
The teacher was very careful with it though, because
Yes.
it would be a big mess.
mothballs, amazing. Love the smell of mothballs. It's really good. Yeah, I like weird smells. I do.
We all do, right?
Yeah, we
just
all
don't admit
do.
it.
We won't
We're the only
admit
ones
it.
that'll go on the air and do it.
Yeah, for sure. Matt says he likes how his hands smell after slicing onions. Let me think. I love the smell of onions. I do. I love the smell.
I hate
of
the
onions.
crying, the stinging of
It
my
doesn't
eyes,
even
though.
bother
It doesn't
me. I
bother.
kind
Some
of
people
enjoy
it
it.
bothers. Some people it doesn't bother that much.
But I like that smell too. I don't like how my hands smell after I've decided.
Onions, no.
No, but I like the smell of them when they're cooked. Like when you're sautéing onions.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's
delicious, delicious.
The raw onion smell, though, is just too much on your hands.
Yeah.
Garlic,
Yeah, it's too much. Too much.
too strong.
All right, thank you, Paulie.
Reindl Report. Thank you very much, Paulie. We'll take time out when we come back. Looking ahead, Game 3 of the NL Wildcard Series. Cubs, Padres, our Ben and Woods preview coming up next after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan. First, Woods and I want to remind you, and we are getting older. Woods is 50. I'll be 50 in a month. We didn't have our estate documents until earlier this year.
Yeah, December for me.
Yeah, when we went to trustandwill.com and found out how easy it is to make sure your family is taken care of if something should happen to you, Woods.
Absolutely. Very simple to do in the fact that it doesn't take a whole ton of time, couple innings, as we like to say. It took me about 30 minutes for mine. Could take you longer, could actually take you shorter. But go to trustandwill.com. When you check out, use the code radio20 and they'll give you 20% off. Can't beat that deal.
Dominic in our chat always reminds everybody you have to get a trust if you want to avoid probate court, and it is messy and it is long and it's expensive. And it could all be avoided for your family by getting the trust now to distribute and give your family immediate access to your assets like your 401k, any property you may own. That is going to be tied up in court for months likely if you don't have a trust for your family when you're gone. But again, they make it so easy at trustandwill.com. No lawyer's office necessary. Just answer the questions and make sure you use the code radio20 at checkout. Makes an affordable process even more affordable at trustandwill.com.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Tickets to give away here at 9:25 for Sunday's game at Pechanga Arena. It is NBA basketball in San Diego. The Nuggets taking on the Timberwolves. Preseason action. Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. But if you'd like to win some from Ben and Woods, be the fourth caller right now at 833-288-0973. 833-288-0973. Paulie will take your call. Short segment here, but I wanted to get to this piece in The Athletic I read a couple of days ago. It's from Jim Bowden, the former GM. He said there are certain players this postseason who are going to be free agents who have more riding on their postseason results than others. Now, he acknowledges all these guys are going to get paid, obviously, in the offseason. But if they really want to take it to the next level, and he counted the last three, number 3 was Dylan Cease. And he said, clearly you're getting a guy who's going to make 32 starts a year, very valuable in that sense. But how he pitches this October will absolutely be a factor in how interested clubs assess his free agency. He's already proven, again, he'll make the starts, but can he win big games? If he wants a deal that pays him like a top-of-the-rotation starter.
Yep.
How much did Dylan Cease? Let's say the Padres lose today. That's it. How much did he help himself yesterday in his upcoming free agency?
With 3 2/3?
I don't know.
Not much, but I will tell you this. What helped Dylan Cease is, pull up his numbers real quick. What helped Dylan Cease this year, Ben, was the 200 punchies and did he miss a start?
He did not miss a single start, I don't believe.
There you go.
Again.
I've said it all along. I've said it all year long. He's going to get paid. Dylan Cease. I was thinking about it yesterday driving home. I throw him a qualifying offer for sure. What's it going to be this year?
22 million, somewhere around there.
Right. I don't even think twice about it. I don't think twice about it. I think they throw it to him,
and he'll decline it.
He'll decline it. I think he will decline it. Certainly.
Good call, though.
But I absolutely throw him one. I get the draft pick back. Dylan Cease is going to make money. There is a pitching coach somewhere that is salivating.
Again, and none of these guys are not going to make money,
right?
But there's a difference between getting $140 million and $210 million.
Sure.
I mean, how much more can they help themselves? Number 2 on the list, also in this series, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker's getting $400 million from the LA Dodgers. You can go ahead and book it. They already have the terms filled out. He's AAV of $17 a year, prorated and deferred.
Bowden says due to his injuries, it's going to be very important that he performs well in the postseason.
He hurt his calf. Okay, he didn't have reconstructive surgery on his knee. He hurt his calf muscle with 3 weeks left.
He is 1 for 7, I think, in the first 2 games with a single.
See, the guy is he's going to get $400 million. He will be the Dodgers right fielder on opening day in 2026. There's no question. Zero.
They're not going to go with Michael Conforto again this year?
No, they are not.
Next year?
They paid that dude $16 million a year. He's not even on the roster. Kyle Tucker, they're going to spend a fortune on him. He's going to require a fortune, and he's going to get his money. And if you hate him now with the Cubs, get ready to really hate him with the LA Dodgers next year.
And the number 1 player on Jim Bowden's list of players who could be helped the most by a good postseason, he says Michael King. Michael King missed over 3 months of the regular season. Obviously, we know that with his nerve problem and then the knee injury. Began the season pitching well. For him to get a multi-year contract, Bowden writes, with the type of numbers he was expecting last offseason, he'll need to put together a dominant postseason to show teams that he's both healthy and the same quality of starter that he was before the injuries hit. I can see your argument. Cease, Tucker, they're pretty locked in. King, though, is an interesting
King
case
is such
here.
a wild card. I mean, really, because if you're another GM, a healthy Michael King is a no-brainer, and he's going to make 20-something a year, right? Like, no question.
Right.
If he came out and had the year we expected from him, if he wasn't injured, he would have thrown
Maybe
game
30
one.
million.
Maybe 30.
mean, it could have been a lot for Michael King.
He had really established himself as a top-of-the-rotation starter for the San Diego Padres, and the injuries have just killed him. You know that sucks so badly for him and his family in a walk year. It's the worst. But again, could he be had by the San Diego Padres moving forward? That's kind of a different discussion. But he's another qualifying offer, right?
Will he pitch in the postseason
at all? Right.
We don't even know.
We have no idea.
We don't know the answer.
If we don't get past today, he may not. And
Will
if he doesn't
pitch
throw today,
we don't know. He could come out of the bullpen today. He may not. If the Padres win, I've got to imagine he will get a start against the Milwaukee
No
Brewers.
question.
In fact, if the Padres win and he doesn't pitch today, I
He's
would
probably
expect him pitching game one on Saturday. But if they don't win today, he doesn't pitch.
Unless they jump out to like a 6-0 lead, I would assume if it's a tight ball game, he's pitching today.
I would assume so too.
I don't know. I really don't know. And if he doesn't pitch at all in the postseason and never really established himself as healthy, it's a very curious case as to what his market looks like this offseason.
And maybe gives us a decent chance at retaining him.
We'll have a time to talk about it. Hopefully in a month.
Who else is on the list?
Let's see. Behind those three, he had Trent Grisham. Grisham's an interesting game. I don't know how much the postseason matters, but how much do you take this season into account versus what his really career numbers were?
I mean, if you're the Yankees, how do you let him go?
Shane Bieber, that one makes some sense.
Yep. Toronto now.
Josh Naylor.
Hardly know her.
And Bo Bichette were his 7 that he put on the list.
That's it?
Those are the free agents to be that he thinks the postseason could impact their paydays.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I'll just start the campaign now that this team next year, with our lack of power, we should just, go out and sign Kyle Schwarber and Pete Alonso, and let's just call it a day. And good luck to the rest of the teams in the big leagues. You're going to have to get some guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Let's bang the drum for Schwarbs and old Uncle Pete starting today.
I'll do anything for that.
Literally anything at all.
Yeah. If you don't mind paying $1,000 for your season tickets. And I don't mean for the whole season. I mean per game. The Padres can afford both of those guys.
I'll do broccoli cut for a whole year. I'll wear it for an entire year. You got those
Eric
guys.
Grupner, you hear that?
Is that worth it to you, Eric, to spend an absolute fortune to get those guys in?
I don't remember where I read it, but I think today is either just the second or third time ever that there are 3 winner-take-all elimination games on the same day in Major League Baseball. We'll look at all of them when we wrap things up with Ben and Woods in our final segment coming up next year on 97.3 The Fan. And if you're going to be watching those games, and I know you are, how about putting together some Prize Picks daily fantasy lineups? We were just talking about it in studio. Who do you like today? You watch a lot of sports. Make that pay off for you. At Prize Picks, it's good to be right, where you can actually turn your sports knowledge into real money. Daily fantasy is all about setting lineups between 2 and 6 players and picking against the numbers, the projected stats. They're right there on the app, and then you just pick more or less. You have so many options. Baseball today, football all weekend, college pros over the weekend. You're looking for the things that you got good feelings about. You've been watching, you go, oh, this guy's set for a really good game. I'll go more than his projected stats. Or think this guy's going to get shut down today. You can go less than the projected stats. Just make sure when you download the Prize Picks app, you put in the code FAN, because you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Make sure you use the code. Actually, it's KWFN is the code to get $50 instantly when you use your first $5 lineup. Once you do, you just get started. Use their funds to fund your first few Prize Picks lineups, win some, build a bank account, and then you can cash out whenever you want. It's easy to do with MasterCard, Apple Pay, Venmo. I've done it before. I've cashed out before. You get the money quick, safely, sometimes as little as 15 minutes. It's in your account. It's awesome. It's Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Let me just say, Benjamin and Paulie, before we get out of here in a little bit, I hope the season does not end today. But if it does, I have had such a great time this week in particular with you guys in the studio, and when Bald Reindl filled in for you, Paulie. Wasn't as fun, but it was still fun. Had a great time out at the appearance yesterday.
I thought about it yesterday before the game. I was like, I'm not ready for the season to be over.
No,
yet.
not even by a long
And I
stretch.
feel,
But I've had so much fun this week, and I've had so much fun this season covering the team that I wanted to keep rolling. So thank you guys for that. Thanks to the tier ones. You guys are ridiculous. You're a ridiculous bunch of radio lovers. And
Best
I
radio
appreciate
audience in America.
There's no question about it. It's not even close. Our buddy Foster just texted me. He goes, I'm driving to work. Guy on a motorcycle is driving in front of me. He's got a brown Ben & Wood shirt on. I said, dude, that just makes my day. So thank you, all of you guys, for sticking with us through the coverage. I know it's annoying sometimes, but let's keep it rolling. That's all I care about, is just keeping it rolling. It's been such a fun time covering it this year.
Whoever you are out there on your motorcycle listening right now in your Ben & Wood shirt, please drive safely. We want you to make it to Game 3 this afternoon.
Actually, please drive down to Sarah Mesa here to the radio studios. I would love to see Ben on the back of your motorcycle.
Also, crank your hog with us on your motorcycle. That's exactly what he was doing. He was literally cranking his hog on the way to wherever he was going.
I
got him at
want the
Dago
season,
Cycles.
Yeah, I didn't want the season to end yesterday. I even want it to end less today.
Correct.
Because now you're so close.
Yeah.
If they win today, we know we pretty much got all next week.
Yeah.
To keep talking about.
Yes.
And hopefully, maybe a couple more weeks, maybe even 3 more weeks. But if you lose today, it's over. I'm not ready for it to be over.
I would not like to have a Friday morbid moratorium show, or that's not the right word, but mausoleum type atmosphere in here tomorrow, like taking phone calls and you guys okay? I'm okay. Like, let's just keep the party going. Whatever we need.
Yeah, we will be here for you either way, just like we said yesterday, but we would rather be here for you after the Padres win.
No doubt.
And looking ahead to a series against the Milwaukee Brewers that will start on Saturday. All right, 3 games, all of the marbles on the line. We will take a look at all 3 right after our last check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Got a few problems wrapping up our morning drive. Lanes are now clear on westbound 8 just before the 15. Watch out for a little residual slowing there. Westbound King Freeway just before 25th Street. Crash over to the right shoulder. Still clearing an accident from the Garnett on-ramp to southbound 5. And hit and run accident in North County. Northbound 15 before Center City Parkway. That appears to be in the clearing stage. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, we'll start in the American League, and then we'll finish with our final thoughts on Padres Cubs. First game, though, today at 12:08. ABC has the television coverage. The Detroit Tigers, the Cleveland Guardians. Jack Flaherty getting the ball for the Tigers. Slade Ciccone on the mound for the Cleveland Guardians. Both games in this series were tied 1-1 until late, I believe. Yesterday, the Guardians broke out with 5 runs in the 8th inning to break it open.
Wild.
But these teams have been very evenly matched other than that one inning.
God, man. What a it's a good it's been such a nice early
Flaherty hasn't had a great
game.
season.
No, he hasn't.
8-15, 4.64 ERA after returning to Detroit after, remember, he was traded to the Dodgers at
Begged
the
to
deadline
come back
last year.
Begged to come
Slade
back.
Ciccone, 7-7, 4.30
I think he was free agent, actually. I don't think
He
was
came back
traded.
as he was traded to the Dodgers at the deadline
Yes, and
last year,
then-
then he came back as a free
but
agent at the end of the year.
begged to stay with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They wanted no part of him. I mean, look at their rotation now. Absolutely don't need him. Mop up guy.
The 12
at
number
best.
12 starter
Yeah,
this
number
year,
12,
if it
13
stayed.
starter. And then he had to sign with the Tigers in free agency. I mean, look, he obviously is a guy that goes out and chews up a lot of innings, which is fantastic for the regular season. You kill for a guy, Benny. What is he, 8-15? That's 23 decisions that he got for the Detroit Tigers. But does he have the shutdown stuff to get through the Guardians lineup? Maybe the Guardians lineup's not that great.
Guardians are favored in the game, -135. The over-under run line is 7.5. Guardians have had magic over the last few weeks. There's good and bad. The great thing about baseball magic is when it's going, it feels like it's never going to end.
But then
it always ends. And it ends suddenly, and it ends tragically, and you don't even know what happened
And
when
you're
it
just
ends.
done.
And that could happen today to the Guardians, or they can keep it going. I'm going to lead toward, they're at home.
I'm going to take the
think-
home team.
I think I'm going to take the home team,
Yeah,
too.
I think I will, too.
Guardians take it in game 3 today. All right, the other American League game, interesting. Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, Yankee Stadium, 5 o'clock ESPN. It'll come on right after the Padres game. Winner take all game, all the marbles. And raise your hand if you've heard of the Red Sox starter in the game today. Connolly Early is going to be taking the mound for the Boston Red Sox.
It sounds like one of those 1993 video game baseball video games that came out with all those funny names. Connolly Early doesn't sound like a real name.
No, it doesn't.
It's just
20,
this will be his
23-year-old
fourth start?
left-hander making his fourth start. First in the playoffs, obviously. Cam Schlittler will be going for the New York Yankees. This does not scream like high-priced Red Sox Yankees. You figure their number 3 starters are going to be fairly established, like grizzled veterans, Major League. They had Harris as their number 3 starter coming in. They've got to have one of those guys, right? No.
Harris, by the way.
Connolly Early, 23 years old. Cam Schlittler, 24
You
years
are just
old.
making people up.
I
right now.
feel like I am, but these are the actual starters for this game with the entire seasons on the line for the Red Sox and the Yankees.
Incredible. I know Cora went through his bullpen pretty good last night. Who's their guy? Whitlock. He threw a ton of pitches last night. Look, it's all hands
And the Yankees
on
are
deck.
terrified to go to their bullpen at all in any game.
I mean, you got to look, if you're the New York Yankees, you got to go out and beat this rookie making it his 5th start ever, I think.
Yeah, Schlittler had a good second half. The Yankees are the heaviest favorites today, -165.
Okay.
Over-under is still only 7.5, just like the Guardians Tigers. So I was going to go an over in a game. I'd probably go in this game. Yankee Stadium would be my over pick on this game, but I'll go with the Yankees at home in this one as well.
Okay. Yeah, I probably got the same.
All right. Finally, in the National League, 2 o'clock, 97.3 The Fan, ESPN, San Diego Padres visiting the Chicago Cubs. Darvish on the mound against Jameson Taillon. The odds makers say this one is as even as any of the games. The Cubs are -115. The Padres are -105. So essentially no one is the underdog in this game. You can't get dog money on either of the teams in today's game. That's how even Las Vegas thinks it is.
Well, and listen, coming out of the bullpen, I've got some other names that may or may not be real. Bobson Dugnut could probably get a look today.
I used Bobson Dugnut out of my pen.
Todd Gonzalez. Daryl Archideld is also he's a catcher. So in case Freddie Fermin gets hurt, and Anatoly Smorin, he is a pitcher. You may see him. And Sleeve McDykel will be out today, probably getting loose early if either one of those guys gets in trouble. Those are real names from
I should have done a real
fighting baseball.
Actual baseball players or the fake baseball players.
Onson Sweeney, Ray McSriff, Glenn Allen Mixon, Mario McIlwain, Raul Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
So good.
Jason Shreve.
Willie
He's a real
Dustis.
player.
Jason Shreve
He's
is
a real player.
Yeah. Jeremy Gride. This is phenomenal.
I love those.
Phenomenal.
I loved those growing
So
up.
good.
I loved playing video games where they didn't have the licensing for some of the players, but like the San Francisco Giants had a number 25 who was really, 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 really good.
Really good? Yeah.
But it wasn't Barry Bonds.
No. It's not him. It happens to be. No, today is going to be it's what'd you say, 7.5 is the
7.5 is also the over-under for how do they think every single game? That's like, I don't know, just put it at 7.5. It's like the odds makers just took the day off
The
and
standard
just
line.
Standard 7.5 for every game.
Tim, everyone says they take the under. I'm going differently today.
I think it's
For
going to
the
be a higher
Padres?
scoring game
I think
today.
for
Yeah.
both.
I would take the under.
I'm going
no, like total.
total
7.5.
7.5
Yeah, I would
between the
take the
two
under in
games.
the
For
Padres game.
these games.
I feel like it's going to be like a 6-4, 7-5 type game today. They're not all. Are they all going to be 3-0 or 3-1?
2-1, 3-1.
I don't think so. You get to the third pitchers, you're going to have to score some runs to win this game. Whether you're the Cubs or the Padres, someone needs a big inning. As I said earlier, power of friendship inning. We've seen it so many times. Can the
You don't
Padres
need
come
the
up with
big
one
inning.
of them?
You need like a 2-run lead.
No,
is
I
what
think,
you need.
I think you need more than that today.
You want a big inning.
I don't
you
want-
need a 2-run lead and give it over to the bullpen.
I think both
and
teams
it's
are going
over.
to score some runs. I don't think 2 or 3 is going to be enough.
The great news, not good news, the great news about if Darvish gets in trouble in the first inning, it's got to be the quickest hook of all time. If it's 3 batters, it's 3 batters.
You think Schultz going to have a quick hook with him?
You have to.
Well, you can
don't have
if
a
Michael
choice.
King. Now, if both
and you have
if
Randy
both
Vasquez.
Darvish and Michael King struggle, well, then you're toast.
You have
But you've got 2 starters essentially. You can go either
3.
one.
You have 3 starters. You have Randy Vasquez. You have
I get
you
that.
Darvish, and
Someone
you have
has
Michael
to pitch
King.
on Saturday. I guess you worry
No,
about
you
Saturday.
worry about Saturday.
No, yeah, 100%. Nick Pivetta will pitch on Saturday.
I don't
if you
know
ask
that I
him
wouldn't
to.
rather see David Morgan than Randy Vasquez. In the third, if you had to go to someone in the third inning, David Morgan.
He walks way too many guys.
He does.
Way too many guys. And what's the one
Brad
thing you
Glaze on
can't
the
have?
roster.
I'm not sure I'm ready for a David Morgan in an elimination game.
I don't think I am either, buddy. I don't think I am either. But I think Michael King.
We're talking emergency scenarios here, not the plan to bring him in.
That's like a 15th inning emergency scenario.
Throw up.
Michael wants a laugher, no stress, 12-2 Padres. Yeah, we all do.
Michael,
Wouldn't that be nice?
I would do the dirtiest things for a 12-2.
Wouldn't that be
Just
nice?
put your feet up in the third. Yuki's off the roster.
Wow, the 10-run first inning for your San Diego Padres. And guess what? We'd all still be nervous.
I think Mason still throws in a 10-0. They really do. Yeah. Based on how things have gone this year.
We're up 10-0. It's the 4th inning, but now it's 10-2, and they've got the bases loaded. Oh, my God. They can make it 10-6 right here. They get back
Dodger
and slam
fans went
right
through it the
We
other
are
night.
all going to be dying with the 10-0 lead.
Dying.
It's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's the playoffs.
I hate this. I hate it and I love it. But no, good. That's the one thing that you feel good about. You have break glass in case of emergency guys, and you have 2 of them. And if one of them is not effective, you get the other one and try to maintain and try to mount a comeback if you do get down early. But listen, man, Darvish has been in some big games. He's pitched well.
Reach behind you, touch Darvish, give him a little pat for love.
Touch his wiener on accident. I didn't mean
I
to.
know that Darvish hasn't been Darvish. He has been inconsistent. There's a certain comfort I do feel about having Darvish on the mound.
Good.
It's not gonna be too big for him.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna go out there, he's gonna give you what he's got, and it's gonna be the best of what he's got. Will it be good enough? I don't know. I don't know if his best is now good enough anymore, but he's going to give you every pitch is going to be thrown with intent, purpose, intelligence, clarity.
I'm just
from
trying to
Darvish
think back to last year. I know it came in a losing effort, but he pitched his ass
He did.
off
And he
in
will
that
do
loss
that
in
again
Dodger
today.
Stadium. And he did not have the ramp up coming off of injury, or not injury, but time away. He's had much more of a ramp up this second half of this year than he had last year. And we were nervous as hell. And he came out there and calmed all those nerves and shoved.
If he gives you
hoping he can do it again.
4 to 5, 4 1/3, 1 or 2 runs, I think that gives you a really good chance to win this game.
Yeah, just go do your job. And
You
and
know?
again, the guys like O'Hearn, sigh of relief. Gavin Sheets, sigh of relief. Jake Cronenworth, sigh of relief. A right-handed pitcher you're going to get to go up against today. Luis Ariza, right-handed pitcher. Like, And I know Luis saw one yesterday and got a single off of him. So listen, that lane is not going to matter so much, at least early in the game.
Tim mentioned the forecast. Megan Perry at 10 News kind of clued me in as well. The wind is supposed to shift a little bit today, not out, but more blowing from right field toward left field. So good for the right-handed power hitters potentially in a game today, which, by the way, the Padres have more right-handed power hitters in their lineup than left-handed power hitters, so that possibly could be an offensive advantage, but it's not going to be a huge blustery day or anything. Weather-wise, Padres have gotten, I think, pretty fortunate this week.
I agree.
Nothing weird. San Diego-like weather for 3 days. Nothing that the Cubs will go, wait until they get to Chicago in October. They got to San Diego for 3 days, and they've gotten the best of it.
All right, gentlemen, let's go. You got that cowbell? Where is it? Let's go. Come on.
That is it for us. Braden will take you all the way to Sammy's pregame show starting next. We will be back tomorrow morning. Win or lose, rain or shine, we'll be there for you. Tier 1s at 6 a.m. But please win. For Paulie Reindl and Stephen Woods, I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Thursday from all of us here at San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan, and go Padres!